Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Wrestling is Cool podcast, the coolest wrestling podcast on the planet. I'm Santi. That's Roman Reigns. Back there is Sancho. Brother, it's August. It's like the slow time of the year to be a wrestling fan. It's one of those like episodes where we came into it's like, what topics are there? Did something happen? We need to check websites. What can we even talk about? So big shout out to Jimmy and Naomi for giving us something to talk about. Congratulations for the pregnancy. We'll talk more about the impact of that. But Sancho, how are you?
You know what it is about August? It's just, it's the time to chill, man. Everyone's outside. Everyone's touching grass.
You think wrestling fans are outside touching grass?
That's what I said.
No, they're not.
But here we are. Wait, I can't believe Naomi got pregnant during the height of her run. How dare she? Oh.
Yeah. What's a pregnancy? How does that happen?
Who booked this? Who booked this pregnancy?
Guys, this is just a lurk. This is just a lurk. The pregnancy is just a lurk. Even when the baby comes out, that's an adopted child. It's just a work.
I don't know, dude. It's blurred the lines. Naomi is a great heel. This is a heel move. Pretended that come back. Bam. Never know.
I did think it was hilarious. He's like, I'm going to come back with my baby breastfeeding my arm and I'm going to take all you out. Dude, that was great. That was great. I loved how she delivered the news. And again, we'll talk more about the impact on the women's division and whatnot. But I love that she did it in character and trying so hard to stay in character while, of course, delivering news on such an emotional, great news, but also like for her, maybe a little bit bittersweet because she's in the middle of her championship run. So there's so many emotions circulating about her, and yet she's still like dialing in her character. I thought it was such an awesome moment on Monday Night Raw. I thought it was delivered so well, and I want that championship belt, that custom caution belt. I thought it was beautiful.
Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it.
Pristine. Well, folks, welcome to the Wrestling is Cool podcast, coolest wrestling podcast on the planet. You could, of course, be getting this episode 3 days earlier and ad-free over on patreon.com/SantiZab. Are you annoyed with all of those ads? I know that I would be. So go over to Patreon to
that you put in.
I don't know what you're talking about. The ad-free experience. But it's not even just that. You also get the Raw reviews, the SmackDown reviews, both with footage, by the way, so you can see exactly what it is that we're talking about. The Ryback in review, where Sancho is watching all Ryback PLE matches to see what makes Ryback Ryback. I'm currently on the John Cena. I almost unironically said John Cena. The John Cena Championship Series, where we're watching and ranking all of his championship wins and championship losses throughout his entire career. Of course, you will also find all of the completed series like the Undertaker's WrestleMania matches ranked and the Royal Rumble men's and women's matches all ranked with footage for your viewing pleasures. Hundreds upon hundreds. I think we're nearing 1,000+ hours of footage for you to watch for just 5 smackers a month. 5 doubloons, 5 shillings. It's nothing.
Question.
Just a cup of coffee. Just a cup of coffee.
Why does Ryback have banger matches with John Cena? And why don't you never consider Ryback being one of his best feuds? Because someone said, wait, slow down. Someone was going like John Cena in the wins and losses. Why is it that Ryback's John Cena matches are better than like John Cena versus Chris Jericho? Like I just watched Ryback and Payback 2013 and the 3 stages of hell match between John Cena. You had a lumberjack match with probably the most world champions at ringside. Then you had a tables match, and then you had an ambulance match, all rolled into one, brother. Talk about a buffet of fun.
I think that's a criminal layout for a 3 stages of hell match. How does a 3 stages of hell match not have like a steel cage or a Hell in a Cell? Like that's what it's supposed to have. It's what it's supposed to end in. Well, dude, ending it in an ambulance match is lame. Ambulance matches suck.
Do you remember the finish though?
I don't remember the finish. I just don't like matches where you put dude and thing.
Okay. The way John Cena puts the dude in the thing was kind of sick though. He literally gives him an attitude adjustment off the ambulance into the roof, like breaks through the roof, and then right back. Literally, they missed the trap door by like a little sim, and he literally nails the edge of the ambulance. You're like, oh, that hurt. I know that hurt.
You know
dude.
that hurt.
But hey, that is that a bad match, dude? And then the last man standing the year before, the PLE before, not bad. He literally lawn darts John Cena through the stage. Come on, dog. We're figuring out what makes Ryback, and then Beanie Ryback. Okay, like now we're in a whole new world, brother.
It's a whole new world.
Boom, boom. You know what's interesting? You
Tell
know where
me.
the road ends though for a good old Ryback?
I don't know.
Kalisto.
Is that going to
where we're
be?
heading.
That you're going towards Kalisto?
It's the last PLE for.
Oh, so you're almost done the
Ryback.
series. You're almost done the series.
No. We got a ways to go. We're in 2013. I think he ends in 2017. We got a ways.
Yeah, but does he have any more PLE matches after that? I don't really remember Ryback's run. To be fair, he was over. Ryback was absolutely over there for a stretch. Sancho, since it's one of those episodes where we don't have that much to actually talk about, I've got some. I tweeted out a bunch of scenarios, and I'd like to put them in your plate. And I think these could lead to some interesting conversations. First and foremost, off the back of Triple Mania, all right? Who is the better alleged El Grande Americano? Chad Gable or Ludwig Kaiser? Sir, what say you?
One's a great worker, one's a great pro wrestler.
Okay, that's exactly how I broke things down as well. I said that undeniably, from an in-ring perspective, Chad Gable it's not even close. It's lights out way better. Like the current iteration of El Grande Americano has not been able to put on as good a match as El Grande did in the lead up to the triple threat with CM Punk and AJ Styles, the actual Money in the Bank ladder match, and of course the WrestleMania 41 match against Ray Phoenix there. But this is Lucha Libre. It's more than just about what happens in the ring. It is about the character. It is about the mantle. It is about what the mask means. And I feel like Ludwig Kaiser embodies what El Grande Americano is supposed to be. He got that thing over. And Ludwig, I'm sorry, you're never going to reach the heights on the main roster as Ludwig Kaiser as you are about to reach with El Grande Americano in AAA.
Is this the same place?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want Grande Americano versus Gunther, brother. Imagine Kaiser comes out and he's like, hey, how's it going, Gunther? And then like Gunther kind of like tosses him aside. Remember, he released him like a Pokemon.
That's
Remember
true.
That?
Released him like an Ash, catch him Butterfree.
Butterfree. He said, bye. And then what if he sees that disrespect? And what if we get Grande Americano standing up to Gunther?
Stands up for Kaiser.
I heard you messed up my friend, my amigo.
A huevo. ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué es eso? But yeah, that's one thing. Like, it's the little things, you know. It's the little things that Kaiser does that just makes that character whole.
I'm not kidding when I say this. I think El Grande Americano is going to be down in Mexico for the next 50 years. The iteration of the next El Grande Americano will come around, especially now that an American company owns AAA. And we know how Lucha Libre works in terms of heritage down there, right? Gimmicks get passed down, masks get passed down. Even if it's not like a direct iteration like a new La Parca, it's Hijo del or some variation of the previous gimmick before. With this now being an American-owned company, there will forever be an El Grande Americano. That is my prediction, that there will be an El Grande Americano forever and always down in AAA. That's what I'm predicting here. And it's not because of of Chad Gable. It is because of Ludwig Kaiser's work. That is his gimmick now. It's his. I'm sorry, Chad, you lost it. You got robbed, brother. You got fleeced from your El Grande Americano shtick.
They got to have a match, though. They got to have a match to solidify that. They can't just have Chad just disappear away from that.
No, I agree. Again, all of this is alleged. We're not trying to get sued here.
Do you like the Americanos as a trio? I mean, now it's kind of official, right?
I do. Came out. I kind of like them together. I thought they got a nice pop, and they just look so goofy out there. It just works, man. It just works for what Lucha Libre is. We saw what like true like skidding right into the goofiness of wrestling looks like at Triple Mania. And I thought it was so much fun. We can use this scenario to piggyback off
Sure.
of and talk about Triple Mania. Tell me about your thoughts, man. I'll say this from a content creator standpoint, I wasn't expecting as much traction from Triple Mania clips in my live stream. I'm very curious how much of that has to do with how accessible it was on YouTube.
That was a good point. I remember when I was leading up to it, I was like, hey, I'm about to watch Triple Mania. It's wrestling. It's from Mexico, and it's free right now on YouTube. You know, most of the time, people are like, how can I watch this wrestling? How can I watch WWE? It's like, it's on USA, it's on Netflix, and they're like, I don't have all that. Well, brother, you have YouTube. You're on the internet right now watching Twitch. You're on YouTube, right? It's like, come on, let's get it together type of vibe. I would say for me, my review of Triple Mania, top video in a long time, 3,000 views, which is a lot. Got me like 800, like 300 subs, like something crazy like that, right? There is something there. I think like you hit on it a little bit earlier. It's as the story of that wrestling could be fun. And at the same time, my biggest takeaway from that is the WWE superstars, no matter what level you are in right now in the main roster, mid, low card, jobber, whatever you want to say, is the shift of pivot, like a POV, like I mentioned in my video, you could become a main eventer. Like Judgment Day never looked cooler ever than when they rolled into Triple Mania in Mexico City and their music hit. I'm like, wait a minute. This music feels different because they feel like an invading faction. Like they feel like they're doing something wrong and they're here to mess people up. And I was like, damn, I never knew JD, Finn Balor, and Raquel and Roxy could just look so cool without Damian and without Rhea, but they do. They look awesome. So for me, I absolutely love Triple Mania. It's a late night venture. Worlds Collide is going to be after SmackDown, late night as well. So I'm looking forward to Worlds Collide. And I'm just, in general, the idea that the main event had Dominic Mysterio, and we were like, dude, I'm all in. Like, this feels like a big time vibe. The only thing it was is like I didn't feel like the card didn't feel like a WrestleMania type of thing. I know they were saying it's a Super Bowl, but I could have used more matches. I could have used more. I wanted so much more, Santi. I was hungry.
I was hungry for more. It seems like they sort of just met people in the middle and said, okay, we won't give you that many matches, but we'll feature everybody. Here's a battle royal, a really fun battle royal that had some really fun moments, great introduction of some iconic characters. Of course, the most iconic out of them being La Parka being introduced really for the first time to to WWE fans because he wasn't part of Worlds Collide, as well as some other ones as well. But then the return of Omos, the moment with Microman. I love how almost like grungy AAA kind of feels with, for example,
a lot of heavy metal stuff too.
Heavy metal stuff, yeah, dude. Like they had some heavy metal gimmicks. I thought it was hilarious that somebody brought the wrong MP3 for Otis's theme because it still had Chad Gable going shush. Omos had his old theme as well, which I thought it was great. But yeah, man, I thought that the Battle Royal was a lot of fun. You mentioned, hey, you're on the main roster. You might not be getting shine there. You can come over here and find new life. We saw that with Los Garzas. They put on a really fun street fight with Pagano and Psycho Clown. And what else did we have? We had, of course, the main event. Dude, how crazy is it that Dr. Wagner looks exactly like Ultimate Warrior? Did you notice that?
Someone said he looks like RDJ, little Robert Downey out there. He had that vibe, but I see that as well. Yeah. That was one of my favorite matches because it was like a legit story coming from AAA over. It was really cool to see how simple that can be. And then the Conan stuff, like that was the only time Conan was acceptable because the way he was interacting with Dr. Wagner.
It's true, dude. My favorite Conan call, I tweeted out. It was like during the Fatal 4-Way match and somebody comes in and stops a pin. He's just like, he just saved the match because that guy was about to get pinned.
I know that level of commentator. I work with that level of commentator. And I've been there before. You just roll with it. You know what I mean? You got to roll with it. Pull up the card. Listen, I don't want to miss anything out. But going back to the Battle Royale, I loved everything about it. And like when we mentioned the heavy metal, like I was like, ooh, Mecha Wolf, that guy's kind of cool. Has the Poison Mist and then the other... the Black Abyss, like all those other wrestlers as well.
Cibernetico as well, yeah.
That dude had braces on his knees. I was like, man, your knees are gone, but you're here, brother. He had it like an Edge vibe to him. It was really fun, and I think, of course, the Omos moment, I popped. I had no idea he was gonna. I don't think anyone would have thought he would be here. We were waiting where he would come back, and he appears in Mexico. And I love that it feels global, dude. It feels like a global sport, like sports entertainment. And I love the Street Fighter vibe about it. It's like, this guy's from Nigeria. He's the Nigerian giant invading here in Mexico. And then Micro Man standing up to the plate. Only in pro wrestling. I showed my uncle. He was visiting me, and I was like, he was wanting to know what I do. And I showed him, like, oh, you know, I react to wrestling content. I do a wrestling podcast. Here's what happened last night, Uncle Theo. And I showed it to him. He sees Micro Man, he sees Omos, and then Omos just goes boom with the big boot. He's like, man, that's messed up.
Dude, okay, that's so funny that you say that, because my dad, I went to visit him on the Sunday after Triple Mania, and he goes, hey, I because he follows me on Instagram, he's just like, who's the big guy going up against that little man? And I was like, oh, that's Omos. Where's he from? I'm like, from Nigeria. I was like, oh yeah, he's huge. Did he kill that little guy?
Dude, Micro Man is like legit, dude. That guy was awesome.
Dude,
he
got
amazing.
Stepped. He didn't even get kicked. He got stepped on. It was like an Attack on Titan scene. So Omos won that, last eliminating La Parka. I was rooting for La Parka, but I think, you know, we kind of hit something here, you know, going and getting new life in AAA. It looks like Omos is staying in AAA here for...
oh, really?
Yeah. It looks like he's staying there in AAA. That's going to be his new assignment. You know, that's probably why they had him win this Battle Royale as well, as an introduction to the Mexican audience. We'll see, man. Like, this is good stuff. It's just more abilities for these guys on the main roster to go do their thing, right? And we saw it with Natalia. That's the other one, right? Flammer, Fabi Apache, and Natalia had their match. I thought weaker
the crooked ref.
Night. Oh, the crooked
ref. It just shows you the crooked ref is a trope that's hard to digest, because there were so many people triggered by it that didn't know the lore that his dad was the same way too, because, you know, he's the son of a ref. But the way it worked, it's like it took so much out of the match, because they kind of revealed the card too soon. So you knew the odds were up against Apache and Natty. The whole time I was like, oh man, there's no way they're going to win the way this ref is doing. I wish it was revealed later. Like, boom, 1, 2, 3 fast count. Like, oh, that's a crooked ref. Damn. Versus like, all right, this guy's kind of annoying. I understand that's what he does. But the days of the crooked ref, like when I watched Ryback going against CM Punk in Hell in a Cell, and then all of a sudden, bam, the referee blows Ryback. You could see that I'm happy that it's a retired gimmick, that it's no longer in the WWE these days.
Yeah, funny enough, I think the crooked ref would have worked better in Hijo del Dr. Wagner versus Macias. I think it probably would have worked there, because that was more of a true all AAA Mexico gimmick match between two iconic characters, and Dr. Wagner and his son and El Macias. I think the crooked ref gimmick would have worked more in that match, if you ask me.
If you ask me, I think Natty Nightheart needs to come out of wherever they're hiding her. And they're kind of hinting that the low-key legend will show up. Because I gotta listen, when I say Kurt Angle here, I don't mean it in terms of just work rate ability, but the vibe of a dangerous shoot wrestler like Natty Nightheart, I kind of buy. Because she looks like it. She's intense. And she at least knows how to move around the ring. But it looked very plausible for Natty Nightheart to be a heel, because right now with the void Naomi's leaving, we're looking for another heel. It can't be Nia, dude. It cannot be Nia. It could be Tiffy, but where are we gonna get heels? I think they're gonna make Asuka a heel all of a sudden. So Natty Nightheart as a heel, I think would work. Bailey,
sure,
but you know, give me Natty Nightheart, bro. Put a rocket on Natty Nightheart for a little bit. Get her out of this.
But it has to be Natty Nightheart. It
has to be Natty Nightheart. But I don't want to see it where she beats up Maxine. You know, I don't want that. I don't want her to be a heel for that reason. I want her to be a heel because she's just intense. And she does like Ken Shamrock, Steve Blackman type. That's the kind of thing I'm getting from her, you know? I feel it.
Yeah, I would. If you ask me, I would like a relationship similar to what they were doing with Candice and Indy Hartwell, where Candice was the one that was willing to do the dirty stuff, and Indy is like, I don't know about this. But they weren't attacking each other. They didn't hate each other or anything like that. They were still friends, but one was good, one was bad. I think it'd be kind of cool if Natty's just like, let me fucking show you how this is done, Maxine.
Ooh,
And doesn't use Maxine as like a stepping stone, because what do you get out of beating up Maxine, right? But
nothing.
instead,
She's a baby deer.
instead she like traumatizes Maxine by just murdering people in front of her, and like that in itself is like, oh, what a dastardly thing to do in front of good old Tozawa and Maxine, while still kind of like keeping their relationship without just the traditional trope of let me turn on the on Maxine here.
Make her watch type of thing.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
creepy. I don't like it. That's creepy.
Right?
Yeah.
Then we have Judgment Day going up against Mr. Iguana, Nino Hamburguesa, and Lola Vice with one of the greatest reveals of all time, El Demonito, a $100 puppet on WWE Shop right now.
Did you buy it?
I haven't yet, but I think I'm going to. I'm definitely leaning towards it. Here's the thing, dude.
$100.
I said, all right,
Yeah.
when WWE puts La Yesca on WWE Shop, it's going to be $100. So I'm going to buy this bootleg La Yesca on Amazon. And everybody's like, you're insane. WWE's not going to charge that much for a puppet, $100. You're crazy. Who's crazy now? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right. El Demonito is $100. Way more than our Patreon. You could get way more fun out of our Patreon than El Demonito.
We need $100 puppets then.
Yep. We're gonna start selling Santi and Sancho puppets for $100.
And they're finger puppets. They're
not like
yes. They're like a little
dude, you know we can't sell those because then people will start doing the scissor pin with them, right? And we'll start getting tagged in scissor pin posts.
It's the best pin ever, dude. It's unbreakable. Once again, if we're ever booked in a match and they're like, can we kick out of this pin? We're like, hell no, dude.
No, that's too protected. Either we don't do it or you have to do the job. It's one or the other.
One or the other, dude. We don't do the job. That we're never gonna. That's how we stay alive in this business, brother. The zesty pin.
Forever protected. Forever protected.
Now then forever, dude. I love Nino Hamburguesa. I love the vibe of it. My favorite like secret sneaky pick is that the Demonito made Finn Balor bite the burger.
Yeah,
like he was the devil on his shoulder.
Yeah, like, I don't think enough people caught that bit because there's been the joke online like, Finn, eat a burger because he's so fit and he's got abs out the ass, dude. His entire body is just abs on abs on abs. That was the bit. It went over a lot of people's head that the demon was talking into his brain and telling him, "Go ahead, have a bite of the forbidden burger."
Forbidden burger. Did you think that wrecked his digestive system though?
I bet he probably puked it out afterwards with how fleet he is. Man hasn't touched the burger in years.
Did you like the other hidden delight of JD and Raquel? A little back and forth. Yeah, JD and Raquel Rodriguez are having a little back and forth.
I didn't see it. No, I didn't catch on to it. We maybe getting a little of what was supposed to be with Carlito.
Yeah, God, stop it every time, dude.
Dude, I just caught myself. I just caught myself, and I noticed like how fucking jacked I am.
I'm happy for you. But you know what else I'm happy for? I'm happy when they let wrestlers let their hair down and have fun, like Judgment Day, like that moment where JD was trying to knock down Nino Hamburguesa and he couldn't, and then he got the little protein shaker.
Turn into Popeye.
He tried so hard, but overall, I think it was cool. I think it was really important for Lola Vice as well. I think Lola Vice definitely got that experience, but to have Raquel Rodriguez get the pin with the Tejana bomb and made Raquel look like a million pesos. You know what I mean? Look amazing. Absolutely love it.
That's like $15.
I'll take it with Raquel. You know what I mean? But people are finally seeing what I've seen for a long time. That Raquel is really good.
And she followed it up with an amazing match with Io Sky on Raw, too. Raquel's doing great work, man.
Future Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, one half of the pie.
And we also had that main event.
Who's the other one? Who's the other one? Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. Yeah.
Oh, no, my God. Stop it. Well, let's dive into the main event. Hijo del Vikingo, Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee, El Grande Americano. Honestly, man, they need to check AJ Styles like interview him more when he crosses international borders. Because all he does is just cross international borders to attack people. This man is committing crimes across borders, across time zones. Somebody needs to do something about AJ Styles. This man flew to Mexico City after not that long ago flying to Perth to do the same thing. This time to attack Dominic Mysterio and prevent him from winning the Mega Championship and allowing the not so crowd favorite Hijo del Vikingo to pick up the victory. Dude, what a weird Twilight realm it felt like we were in, hearing Hijo del Vikingo getting booed out the building and everyone in that match, even including Dragon Lee, getting all the biggest pops of their life.
It's a case study that we need to look back on as time goes on. It's like the most interesting story that no one's really talking about in wrestling these days. How the WWE revealed that Vikingo was going to beat Alberto Del Rio before Worlds Collide. The people reject that in Mexico. Vikingo gets booed every second he's on, even on weekly television, because I was watching it on Max via the VPN. And it's just amazing that he is the corporate champion. And there's nothing that the WWE can do or AAA can do except make him wrestle in America. Because when he caught out on Raw, he got pops. You know, everyone was excited to see him. It was really interesting. I like that Fatal 4-Way. It was a really short Fatal 4-Way. Did you look at the timestamp on that?
Yeah, only 15 minutes.
Really cool. Really good. And I absolutely love Dominic Mysterio. And going back to your thing, I wanted to say a joke at AJ Styles. Are you here for business or pleasure? Well, both. One of the most fascinating things that I discovered is Rey Mysterio Jr. is like my father, you know? Yo, you thought you were going to win me? Yo, I guess you're not the best. Too bad you suck. That type of thing.
That was so funny. Rey Mysterio in these last couple days has been cracking me up. I've been seeing a side of Rey Mysterio that's been very, very funny, where he's just roasting Dominic. It's been good. It's like
good. My dad. That's what my dad does. Roasts me into shame and to better myself. That's the real Mexican way, you know?
Now, they did have the announcement of Hijo del Vikingo going up against Dominic Mysterio at Worlds Collide in Las Vegas around mid-September. That's where Dominic wins, right?
I hope so. It depends. It depends on what happens. Are they going to have a match at Clash?
Not confirmed yet. Not confirmed as of this episode. It would be the easiest layup of all time to miss, to not just put AJ Styles on there. Especially across Dominic, who's so hot right now.
He's so hot.
So my hot Dominic out there.
Hot dummy daddy.
My hot dumb daddy. Ugh.
Wait. I love that moment where AJ comes out. Everyone was so happy for AJ, like, yeah. And then he doesn't. No, don't do it, AJ. You blunder, you fool, you idiot. Because I felt that it was going to happen, because it was Triple Mania rules the entire time. It felt like
if that was your first Triple Mania main event, that was nothing in terms of shenanigans. But when we saw the first one, I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a AAA main event. We're probably going to have about 4 or 5 more people show up. I was close to about that. Because then we had LWO show up, and then Los Americanos, and then AJ Styles. It got heavy. Judgment Day.
It got heavy. And then when Dom was about to win, I was like, oh, this is it. Because they gave me so many false finishes before. I was like, this is the one that's going to do it. And then when AJ came out, I was like, oh, no. I'm excited. Vikingo versus Dom is going to be cool. And if Dom wins there, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If they're going to be at Clash, I think the WWE is building here, right? Because they love to build viral moments. They book for moments now. Is AJ winning in France? Because that pop and that song and all that moment, it's a cool little package that you will never forget, the video moment. And then Dom winning where is it? Is it in Vegas? In Vegas. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I mean, what people are ready. I could see Hijo del Vikingo costing Dom in Paris to help continue to set that up and introduce Vikingo more of a listen. The play here is to get Vikingo out of AAA. Because it's never going to get better. The play is to move Vikingo to the main roster at some point. Because Vikingo is special, dude. He is too damn good to keep in AAA to just get booed out of the building. Look, there is a feeling there that it isn't even hate. It's worse. It's resentment. Resentment doesn't go away.
Heat. Go away, Heat.
Yeah. He's resented by the fans there. They see him as the reason why their hero is no longer there anymore. And I don't think WWE's intention is, because like a traditional booker be like, look at all this heat, time to turn him heel.
That's what I
That's
thought.
not the play. That isn't the play with Vikingo. Vikingo is a prototypical babyface that will flourish on the main roster. And right now, with this, what will be forever resentment from the Mexican audience, which, by the way, I think will be generational resentment. I genuinely think that if there's a hijo del Vikingo, that little Vikingo is going to get booed out of the building in every arena in Mexico now moving forward. I think the play is Vikingo to the main roster, and you start to make big plays with Vikingo in the main roster, like they did on Monday Night Raw here, and maybe costing Dominic at Clash in Paris to set up even more of a storyline and excitement going into their Worlds Collide match. Do we know if that's going to be free on YouTube?
Probably. I mean, it's on the 12th, September 12th. I hope it's free on YouTube again. That would be a way to solidify Dom, because it's like if it's free and there's all the millions of views, then the people could easily transition over to maybe on the main roster. Last thing I want to say is about Vikingo. Oh, all right. I got 3 letters for you.
Tell me.
LW.
Oh, no! Why? No!
They gotta replace Ray. Where's Ray? Ray's the worst leader ever. Doesn't even show up when LWO has a match. Not even at ringside.
Now Vikingo's
that hurt my chest.
Yeah, Vikingo speaks like no English. That's important to note as well. Could you explain to...
Here comes Keon James. Keon James representation.
Could you explain to the people the reasoning why Vikingo is so loathed in Mexico right now? Because there are a lot of people asking that question. They didn't know.
Yes.
I had to explain it a bunch of times, and I have a feeling we need to explain it here.
Sure. He's the corporate champion. He wasn't picked. He basically, like I mentioned, the WWE revealed their card that they don't want Alberto Del Rio. They don't want nothing with Alberto Del Rio. And so rather than bringing him on television as Mega Champion, which the Mega Champion needed to be apparently present at World Collide, you got to have the Mega Championship be there, represent AAA. All of a sudden, what they did is they had a match before. They took him off the belt. They put it on Vikingo. People didn't like that. Vikingo, every time he pops out, gets booed out of the building. No matter what. Because he's the corporate champion.
They advertised Vikingo as Mega Champion before he was Mega Champion.
Exactly.
Dude,
they had the graphic. Which wasn't shown in Mexico. It was only shown in the United States. It was a regional thing. So when people, of course, the WWE is like, wait a minute, they have the internet.
They have the what? El internet? ¿Qué?
¿Qué lástima.
And on top of that, it's important to note, as problematic as WWE fans see Alberto Del Rio, Alberto El Patron is a hero there, like a national standard in Mexico. He is beloved there. So
he
to
does
see
a lot
how
of TV appearances, too.
Yeah,
and
a ton of legacy as well with his family in wrestling. So for the Mexican audience who basically they saw their national wrestling hero getting stepped on by the big corporate WWE, and what came out when WWE lifted up their shoe was Vikingo. So that's who they have to boo right there. It's Vikingo. And like I said, man, generational hate and resentment is a thing in Lucha Libre. I think the place to get him out of there. I really think the place to get him out of there.
Isn't it crazy that it was like anyone but Vikingo type of vibe when you're watching that match? Like anyone but Vikingo.
Dude, my comments were killing me because they were like, wait, I thought he was the Cody Rhodes of Mexico. And then somebody else was like, I thought he was El Cody Rhodeso.
Adrenaline.
Oh, my God.
What's adrenaline in Spanish, Santi?
Adrenalina.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Some might say gasolina. Dame la gasolina. Dame más gasolina. Ya le gusta la gas. Okay.
I kind of was bummed out that they took out the Michael Jackson's Thriller from La Parka's entrance. That's why I had that weird generic copyright free.
It was like Uncanny Valley.
Sound.
It was Uncanny Valley Michael Jackson. I'm like, it's almost there. It's almost there, but it's not. But it was still awesome, man. It was still great. I had so much fun that night, like a tremendous amount of fun.
What wrestler do you think should join or like be the Iguana, like keep appearing more? Because Iguana SmackDown debut recently, now Monday Night Raw debut. Like, what wrestler did you saw from Triple Mania that has yet to appear on main television programming that you want to see after Triple Mania?
For sure. I really, really like what they were doing there with, of course, La Parca is number one, I want to say. Like, I think to me that's clear and the clear number one.
Stone spinning pile driver, that was sick.
Yeah, that's the clear number one. I like to see more of Cibernetico and Mecha Wolf. I thought those are really, really cool gimmicks. I think that you could probably use them in a similar vein that you've been using Pagano and Psycho Clown, right? You could throw them into different tag team situations, single situations with those guys, like from Legato. I think you could do some really cool stuff there. I really, really liked Aerostar. Aerostar did some really cool stuff in this match as well. There's Octagon Jr. I feel like I already kind of got my fill. In Microman, American fans aren't ready for that. American fans ain't ready for Microman.
I want to see Abismo Negro and Taurus versus the War Raiders.
But wait, there's more, because now you're probably gonna have Beast Mortos suing for the Taurus gimmick infringement, brother.
That's basically Razor Ramon and Fake Diesel that we saw. Everybody was like, "Yeah," but I think I'm on the same thing with you. I think Mecha Wolf could work. I think what's interesting is we're going to talk about later in this podcast is a lot of people wanted to break down the SmackDown roster. Could really use some AAA people. I think that would inject some new life into SmackDown a little bit. And I think AAA has so many people. The moment I think, like you said, Micro Man, people were waiting for Bimpy was fun, dude. Bimpy's old school. Like, that's an old school wrestler.
Definitely. Well, can't work in the States, you know.
But it worked with Goldust. Like, Goldust was Bimpy.
Yeah, but Goldust was the 90s. The 90s culture is not 2020s culture. Yeah,
that's a good point,
dude. If a 90s person were to get time travel to the year 2025, they're canceled within 5 seconds.
It would be like 21 Jump Street with Channing Tatum. And he's like, he's walking around with the one strap, and he has like the old car with. He's like,
yeah.
What kind of gas? What do you mean it's biogas? It's energy efficient. I love that movie. But I think as a whole, it's interesting to see how Triple Mania is kind of flourishing under WWE's care. One thing that I did mention in my review is that the production is so much easier to digest when it's on WWE. You and I watched so many Triple Mania matches in our match club, and it's just chaotic mess, dude. The cameras are cutting. They go to the big screen because they have to show the ad to get that in there, and then it goes back into the mat, and the matches flow crazy, and it's hard to keep up sometimes. But under the WWE canopy, the production with the camera angles, they build up correctly. Like, look at that Omos moment. That's a moment that was all produced, but it worked so well. But at the end of the day, you got to think about, Santi, if you're a TNA guy or a TNA fan and you're seeing how their working relationship with WWE, it's like, wouldn't you want TNA to be under the umbrella of WWE? I think the WWE would be more comfortable letting a TNA talent get over, a la like Pagano and Psycho Clown, getting their belts back and things like that. I feel if I was TNA, I would be like reconsidering all that.
Hey man, there's the huge rumors swirling about right now that there is going to be a purchase is imminent here probably in this year. I think if it does happen, I bet you it gets announced at WrestleMania like they did with AAA. I that's where I'm putting my money right now as to where it does get announced. But you're right, like the AAA talent is getting way more shine because WWE TKO, that's an asset of theirs. They are comfortable allowing Mr. Iguana to come over to the main roster and have matches. We haven't seen any TNA talent get that, right? They get their NXT matches and that's it. There's a very clear wall. No, the relationship is not TNA and WWE. It is NXT and TNA, take it or leave it. Yeah, we'll borrow Joe Hendry for WrestleMania, but then we'll bury him real fucking quick. Yeah, bud. But that's it. That's it. But
stop hitting me. I'm burying you. But yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Do you feel like a AAA luchador has a little bit more buzz over a TNA right now? Like Mr. Iguana only appeared multiple times at PLEs and has appeared on the main roster. Do you think he has a little bit more of a buzz than Joe Hendry right now?
Of course. The answer is going to be yes. Like this is a guy that's now appeared on SmackDown and on Raw. He's even appeared on NXT. He is a guy that now the wider casual wrestling fan knows. The casual wrestling fan doesn't know who Moose is, who the System is, doesn't know who Joe Hendry is. They might not even know that Top Dollar is now called AJ Francis. Like the level of the amount of fans at the main roster SmackDown Raw level versus what there is at TNA is dude, it's not even night and day. It's night and 35 years into the future. Like there's just so much more eyeballs on Raw and SmackDown than there are on TNA. For us, and maybe the listeners here of the podcast, it might feel like it's closer because we have our eyeballs on Twitter, and Joe Hendry's like a Twitter meme machine, right? But at the end of the day, the casual WWE fan that only watches Raw and SmackDown, they don't know who Joe Hendry is. There's no way for them to know because they're not nose in the weeds of the IWC and following memes and trends. They just watch what is presented to them on Mondays and Fridays. And I was a wrestling fan like that for a really, really long time. For a long time in the 2000s, I didn't know anything outside of WWE. And I know that that's how most WWE fans are. So to get to appear on a main roster show is huge. That's why they've not given that rub over to the TNA guys, because hey, you're not really in bed with us yet. We're in the same house, but you're in a different room. You want the main roster rub? Then marry me is what WWE is basically doing here with TNA.
I will push back lightly on Joe Hendry because he was at Mania, but even though it wasn't that long, he was there. So I don't think we know fully of Joe Hendry's moveset, though. We don't know his vibe from his Mania appearance. If you watch NXT, you get the vibe that he is the meme machine. He's a meme machine. But I still don't think his outings on the main roster as Joe Hendry really gave me like a ooh. Except when he was at Royal Rumble and Sheamus gave him a little bit of a pop. But other than that, not so much.
The viewership also for a PLE versus a episode of Raw and SmackDown, those are significantly less viewed as well. You got to remember that. Appearing on the main roster is a big deal. It's a big deal.
When are you going to be on the main roster?
I don't know, man. I've already been on Netflix, so Netflix.
Wow, you were accredited. Santi's app. Did you mention me? No. I noticed you don't mention me around your circle of friends so much. It's interesting. I stumbled across one of your YouTube videos and it says, "Ooh, I watched this greatest match ever." And I'm like, "Ooh, what is this video all about?" And then I hear, "I found this and this is what I found and I wanted to share you." And I'm like,
"Oh, this is adorable." Chat, this is the first time Sancho's getting his thunder stolen. Buddy, I steal thunder all the time. Did you not see me steal your thunder after your awesome Penta meme that you found? Stole it, didn't give you credit, nothing.
Yeah.
And then I reacted to you getting mad with your own Penta meme, and then it got like 2,000 likes.
I'm just your writer at this point, At least when you go to bed, you got your little doggy, and your little girlfriendy. One day, hopefully, be your wifey. Oh, one day, I just want you to go. Thank God. I know Sancho.
Thank God. Dude, how visceral the God gets every week honestly gets me every time. Okay. Let's move on here. Let's talk about Naomi. The news has come out that Naomi is pregnant, ladies and gentlemen. The bloodline continues. It will continue to be bloodline rules.
Yeah. Remember when Beyonce did that when she did this at a Super Bowl? when she did that?
It was the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was the
And
Super
she did
Bowl.
this, and it was
Yeah.
like, ah.
I thought it was weird how they revealed it. The like, look at the Titantron, and like, yeah, we Stephanie McMahon's podcast's got to get some
Oh,
views.
exactly.
Yeah, we got to tell people about the Stephanie McMahon podcast. Like, dude, just let Naomi do it in the ring. Like, why do I need Stephanie being awkward as fuck? All right, should we get a drum roll? All right, I guess no drum roll. All right, go ahead.
We should just cut our own podcast in this. Take a look at the Titantron. It's like, yo, it's just us.
We revealed Naomi's pregnancy. Then we're like, hey, before you reveal, should we do a bing bong wepa? Bing bong wepa? No? Okay, go ahead. Dude, it was so blatant. Let's use Naomi's pregnancy to get views on Stephanie McMahon's podcast, and it was so awkward. So awkward. I would have because Naomi's conversation and promo after that was 10 out of 10. Like literal pristine perfection. She should have gotten to do all of that from beginning to end, not the have a look, final boss style, wearing a turtleneck at my presentation. It would have been hilarious if it was a rock style PowerPoint and it was the bloodline, but they added a new name to it.
The graphic fades in.
And you have like a character unlocked, kind of like in Smash Brothers, little screen shatters, and we add a new section to the bloodline family tree.
Here comes a new challenger. Dun dun dun. They're all here. Dude, hey, those Smash reveals get hype.
Dude, so good. No, dude, I the first time that I was ever like, I'm like, oh, I'm into video game journalism and like news and teasers and stuff was when they revealed Solid Snake to be part of Super Smash Brothers Brawl back in like 2006-ish, because he was one of the first like major third-party reveals. I was like, oh, brother, I'm in forums, I'm on IGN, I'm on GameSpot, I'm reading everything. The reveal of Solid Snake, crazy.
You're so ass at Smash.
First of all, I'm actually decent at Smash, so suck my ass. How about that? How about that?
Look at the Titantron, guys. Bing bong wepa. Naomi's pregnant.
Dude, yeah, the execution of that was so bad, man. It was so bad. Stephanie McMahon should not have been part of that news at all. I like the only reason I liked it is like, okay, Jimmy got to be part of this too, right? Sure. It takes two to tango in a pregnancy, Sancho. But then Naomi's promo afterwards was so good. Her staying in character, telling Adam Pearce to get the hell out of the ring and roasting him on his way out. Hope you don't trip on those church shoes.
I love it because it retains her power and keeps her as a heel. And we look forward to something her return. That's what you want from a heel champion. And it was done It was a masterclass of pro wrestling. I loved it. And I want more of it. And it's bummer that Naomi's going to be gone. And I know there's a lot of people saying she was in the run of her life, but I think this moment adds more to that legacy. And then her pop's going to be insane. I think she doesn't come back. She's going to come back at, of course, not this year's Rumble, but next year's Rumble. So she's going to be like a big surprise entrant. Number 30, baby. Lock it in. Number 30, Naomi.
I mean, I like it. Now, when she comes back, some people are like, oh, this got her way too over. No, not babyface. She needs to come back as a heel. The heel is what got her here, right? We will continue to beat this drum. Naomi as a babyface will be the 5th, 6th most popular babyface. Dude, we freaking called it. We said if they book her right, if the character just kind of keeps hitting all of its notes, then she had the potential to become a megastar as a heel and become the top heel in women's professional wrestling, and she was getting there. I thought she was already the top heel in WWE. Top heel in women's professional wrestling, you can make the argument for it. In terms of the timing of this, I mean, like, how can anyone say, oh, what a terrible time? They're having a kid, man. They're expanding their family. This is nothing but good news. Now, if you want to talk about it just objectively from a WWE fandom, man, we're going to miss Naomi. It sucks for sure to lose our champion in the middle of what was a really hot run, a really refreshing run as well. Like it felt like, oh, this is new, this is different. We haven't explored these themes and this territory of a Naomi heel champion. It felt like we were in uncharted waters, and that as wrestling fans is a lot of fun. Because we also had a ton of new matchups for her. One of them being Stephanie Velcro coming up soon at Clash in Paris. But at the end of the day, this is just nothing but good news. Way better than her being injured, obviously, which was the worst case scenario. So, hey, we send out our congratulations to Jimmy and Naomi for expanding the bloodline. Now have a look. Naomi's pregnant. Bing bong wepa.
And then come back to whatever happened in the ring right there. That's what you need to do. We have fun here. Okay. Business time, though. Brass tacks. What do you do?
I think they're really, really lucky right now. I think, listen, vacated championship, that's the easiest thing to sort out. Tournament, winner faces Stephanie Vaquer, winner takes the championship. That's going to be really simple. That's not the problem, Sancho. The problem is the power vacuum left of who is the top heel of Monday Night Raw. And as it happens, I think that they stumbled upon at the luckiest of times, or maybe it wasn't lucky. Maybe they knew about the pregnancy. But this Bayley thing that they're doing, this split personality, the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn thing that they're doing here with Bayley.
Did you come up with that, or did you look at my timeline?
No, I literally came up with that. Go watch my reaction. I said, this is Norman Osborn from Spider-Man. Sorry, buddy. We have the same brain-rotted brain. We come up with the same things. It is what it is, man.
You've infected me. I infected you.
Yeah, that's how it is. We just constantly just this pool of infection amongst one another. But yeah, no.
Good, Bayley. Good.
And I'm actually recently off the back of playing like the 2 Spider-Man games, so like it was kind of like top of mind to have Norman Osborn. But you were thinking Norman Osborn as well?
I think it was kind of cheesy though. I don't know. I don't know, man. Because we just seen heel Bayley, and now it's Karen Bayley that's calling her, right? It's Karen Bayley telling her that she was weak and that she was a coward and that she was on top of the world as heel Bayley. And I like how that ding dong can turn into
dude, that's gonna be, we're gonna turn that into a thing. We're gonna brain rot the shit out of ding dong.
Bing bong.
Ding dong, bing bong, wepa.
I still think it should be Natty Nightheart though. Honestly, I think Natty Nightheart has a better runway than Bayley heel.
Better runway? I highly disagree. If
it wasn't for Natty's age, you would agree.
Okay, yes, but you use the word runway, which usually entails a long time to be able to get yourself over, and that I don't think Natty Nightheart has.
More fuel in the tank for a Natty Nightheart, in my opinion. Because there's just so many ways you can go, and the matches could be different. What's going to be different for heel Bayley? What's going to be is her rose plant going to hit harder? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think anything will be different from an in-ring perspective. There's nothing different from in-ring from Naomi and her kind of like crazy personality that kind of started Bayley-ish, in terms of her being a little bit psycho. It worked for you. Why doesn't this work for you? I know, because you hate Bayley. You've always hated. You have always hated Bayley.
No, I love Bayley.
You've always hated Bayley.
Love Bayley.
Hated Bayley.
Love Bayley.
You have despised Bayley from day one.
There ain't no
stopping us now. We're on the floor. Right there, the flow.
I love Bayley when the wavy inflatable tube mans are coming out, and she came out and she slashed them all.
What if it's a character where like it's such a distorted personality that like one week we get wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man, the next week it's a different Bayley, then a week after that like they start to meld together and like universes start to collapse.
Like a dude love Cactus
could be, but like there has to be a payoff, and the payoff is this like collapsing of all of these personalities, and then the Bayley Prime comes out, which is Ding Dong Hello, the one that's in her brain right now. She's hearing voices in her head.
So Ron Killings and R-Truth, that's what you want.
Actually, more along the lines of Toni Storm, but just obviously not going with the 1950s persona. But we saw Toni Storm doing her own version of the ruse of the century, where she then reverted back to old Tony Storm and then came back to 1950s Tony Storm.
Yes.
So there's something there. I more than anything, like Bayley just needed something different, something that could.
Well, we're gonna get that indeed.
Yeah. And I was on board for Lucha Libre Bayley at this point.
I like Lucha Libre Bayley.
Why not? But I believe in my heart of hearts that this was planned with the Naomi pregnancy. That somebody, a big name, needed to step in, and not only is it a big name in Bayley, but it's not that far different from what they did to get over Naomi as a heel, with kind of the deranged. They went with the stalker, more grounded in reality. This seems to be a little bit more psychological and wacky and ooey, but I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work.
You want to know the difference between a Triple H era and Vince era?
Tell me.
It's this right here. Triple H literally did a heel turn with this in a pro vignette with the voice internally. What does Vince McMahon do if someone needs to change a character? He had Goldust get electrocuted and then develop Tourette's. like that's what he does.
Listen, I was a kid, so I didn't really know what was happening. I thought Tourette's Goldust was awesome.
Boy, you were naive.
I was a kid. I didn't know. what was going on.
Dumb kid.
But he's just like, gold dust. And I was like, let's go. That's awesome. And I was like, now as an adult, I'm like, oh yeah.
And then look at Perry Saturn, right? All of a sudden, I think he got whacked in the head with a chair and then he fell in love with a mop.
Yep.
So I'm not asking for a Bayley crazy turn like that where she falls off somewhere high and whacks her head, but I wish there was more action into these scenarios where somebody snapped. I know what they're doing here. They're leaning on modern day depression and questioning oneself and anxiety. And she says like, hey, I woke up one day not knowing what I'm doing. You know, I've been at this for 13 years. And one day I'm like, what am I doing? I have nowhere to go. There's lots of people in that situation. But I'm hoping if they're going to go down that route, Santi, that they do it with a little bit of elegance and class. And I think Bayley could do that. And I'm hoping we don't get a Goldust trying to have Tourette's, which he admittedly so in so many different. It's so interesting that kayfabe was so alive in the 90s that when Goldust appeared on Howard Stern, he kept that Tourette's gimmick up to the point where it's uncomfortable. And of course, he later, revealed that, it's all part of the show. But
are you enjoying the show? Are you enjoying the Tourette's? It's all part of the Tourette's.
It's all part of the show. But I'm just hoping they just this whatever they do, I want some nuance to it. I want some some cleverness to it. I think they can explore that because Bayley does have that capability to do it. And I just want like a different presentation. I can't have a John Cena come out as the same thing and just do the same thing. I can't have her just do a rose plant. Give me something different. Give me something to show that this is a different video game that I'm playing here. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? I've over the last couple of days, I've been saying the same thing, but not about Bayley. I've been saying it about Chris Jericho. The conversation about Chris Jericho potentially coming back to the WWE and whether or not people want it or not. Where I stand is we have a 55-year-old Chris Jericho.
Yep.
I do not want to see 55-year-old Chris Jericho reprise the things that he's already done in the WWE and the WWE. Because at that point, I'm just going to it's just going to be a worse version of something that I've already seen in the past before.
Sure.
If he returns to the WWE, and believe it or not, this isn't even a big ask. I want to see something brand new. And it's not even a big ask because that's what Chris Jericho does. Chris Jericho finds a way to reinvent himself almost like clockwork. Like every 2.5 years, there's a new iteration of Chris Jericho that continues to extend his career. Like how he managed to come up with, hey guys, the learning tree. I will down the hill. I like the learning tree. I thought the learning tree was so stupid that it worked for me. I want to see something new in the WWE. I don't just want to see the Ayatollah of rock and roll. I don't want to see the best in the world or what I do. I've seen all of these versions of Chris Jericho already. I would rather see a new Chris Jericho that I've never seen before in the WWE at 55 years old. if you want to maybe give the WWE fans, that like Judas Chris Jericho that first started off with AEW, that is new to main roster fans, but it wouldn't be
The
new
Painmaker?
to us.
Not Painmaker, right? The one before
No,
Painmaker.
no, Painmaker. Yeah,
He's the
right
one with the
before
face paint.
Painmaker. Well,
He has
Painmaker.
the clown face paint.
Yeah, the clown face paint. He brought it out in AEW for a little bit, but it was at first it was in New Japan.
In Japan, yep.
Yeah. And I'm talking about like when he was the inner circle baseball bat, the circle, all that stuff. We haven't seen that on the main roster before on
Not
WWE.
the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, the guy's a chameleon. We talk about the New Day being a cockroach that just continues to survive time after time, bad booking after bad booking. Chris Jericho just survives like father time. He just finds new ways to reinvent himself and continue to stay around and be relevant. And if he does return to the WWE, I have no doubt that he's probably thinking of something new.
Would you want him back? If you were to look at Triple H, and this would probably be his last contract. I mean, he's up there, right? Mm. And considering it's the reason why I said wild, when you really think about it, is that having Chris Jericho attached to AEW solidified its legitness. If you want to bring back that word, this is legitness. If you want to bring back that back, Jericho solidified that, and Jericho was the reason why AEW got so much contracts and got his first TV contract because he was tied to the program. And to have him come back, even though he's not a valuable asset so much right now these days in AEW, because it's the Swerve Stricklands, the Will Ospreays, and all those kinds of names, Kenny Omega and all that. I don't know, man. Where would he fit? Where would you use him? I mean, he would be like a Ric Flair of Evolution days, right? He's around that age, basically. Where do you put him? Is he a general manager vibe? No. Is he a commissioner type vibe? No. Will he be like a manager for somebody or a talking head for somebody? I don't know. He'd be awesome with Pretty Deadly, but that's a step way below where he's, right?
You know what he needs? He needs the services of Kiana James.
We all need the services of Kiana James. Facts. We all need a somebody who, legally speaking, she will be able to defend.
Somebody to lean on. They made that song about Kiana James.
Copyright us with you. Great. Don't put me on the thumbnail and copyright strike us. Great.
And I'm going to keep stealing your memes.
They're grade A memes. What can I say?
Hit them with an ad.
Bam. Patreon ad free. So Jericho, do you want Jericho? Yes or no? As a WWE fan,
like I said, if I have no nostalgia for Chris Jericho, if it's something new, yeah. I don't want a nostalgia play with Jericho.
Retirement, and would the WWE double dip into the retirement year announcement and go, Jericho's retiring at the end of the year. Let's give him a send-off. He has 30 appearances. Imagine Jericho parodying John Cena. I got 30 appearances left.
He could. If anyone could pull a parody of John Cena's retirement, it is Chris Jericho. That's the thing.
It'd be so funny.
It would be hilarious.
And then he became a heel, and it became a face, and it went back to being
I think it'd be funny if it got to like 10 days, and then it's just like, we're down to 45 days. It just kept, anytime it got close to 1, it just got extended even longer.
And then he said it was because of an injury. They extended my contract. There's so many possibilities because Jericho is a guy, like you mentioned.
How about managing Carmelo Hayes?
But The Miz does that.
Yeah, but that's not working. The Miz isn't managing, though. The Miz is mentoring and like in-ring tag team. Like the Miz still has his own in-ring motivations. I'm talking about a manager that is purely there to get that guy over with managerial duties, no tag team partner, nothing. Proper manager for Carmelo Hayes. No?
I like that idea, but he has to fight Cody.
Why?
He does. He has to fight Cody. It is what it is, dude.
CM Punk hasn't fought Cody yet.
Because CM Punk doesn't have the adrenaline in his soul. He's a corporate punk now, dude.
What a great day to be a podcaster here in patreon.com/SatiSam. Am I right?
You know you're corporate if you're like sitting down with people that you don't want to sit down with and cut interviews. I've been there before. This person doesn't want to be here with me. They're just here to collect a paycheck. That's Santi.
It is ironic. I'm wearing a punk shirt right now.
It is. You look at you looking at the clock. Oh, what is it? 2 hours yet?
We're an hour in, folks. I should have a retirement countdown and the amount of minutes left on the podcast, folks. There's 55 minutes left. You have me for 55 more minutes.
Okay, while we're here, do you want to talk about how John Cena in a fan expo, and I don't know if it was Wheezy's video, but there's so many of these reports that he admitted that his heel run was a swing and a miss. I think that's unfair, though, for John Cena to put that blame on himself. And that is not his fault. And knowing John Cena, he will take the blame. He will take the blame. He will never besmirch the WWE name. He will never throw WWE underneath the bus because he said countless times they give him everything. They've changed his life. Even so much he's even mentioned like Vince. He will never besmirch Vince. It's kind of wild. Like he tiptoes around that. But when it comes to John Cena admitting that he swung and missed, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. Yes, he's the batter, but he was given a signal and he just did the play. He did the play exactly how it was designed, and it turned into a pick six. It's not his fault, though, right?
I mean, I 1,000,000% agree. This is obviously not his fault. He was out there carrying this thing on his own. And honestly, he carried it in such a way where he was getting it over. People were on board with it. Like, by the time that we got this SummerSlam, before the impromptu heel turn, like, people were like, yo, this is, the impromptu face turn, like, yo, this is kind of sick. Like we're getting nuances to, like, once it stopped being of John Cena versus the fans and it was John Cena versus the cast of heroes trying to topple him, it got good, right? It got real good once we got Randy Orton out there, when we got CM Punk. I even liked the tag match that involved Logan Paul, the build up to the Cody match. There was a lot to like, but the problem was never John. The problem was that there was just no vision for the end. How do we get out of this properly? And clearly the only answer was The Rock and Travis Scott. And since they couldn't guarantee that we could get that, they had to pull the parachute. That's not his fault, dude. He made the absolute best. He made the most delicious shit sandwich of all time. He was given nothing but ingredients to make a shit sandwich, and he somehow made a shit sandwich tolerable.
I'm surprised he didn't create more business, though. What if he said, oh, you had the worst heel turn, your heel turn. Did you find it a success or a failure? Oh, I thought I did great. The only thing that failed was The Rock and Travis Scott.
Yeah, but like you said, that's not Cena. Even if it is about creating business,
Cena,
that's one thing, though. Like with Cena, if it's not, it's not that he won't do that. If it was in front of the WWE cameras and it was part of the game, he would. But as we've seen time and time again with Cena outside of the WWE, that is outside of WWE John Cena. That is human John Cena. That is actor John Cena, whatever it might be, Hollywood Cena. And he does not play into any shtick, any WWE gimmick or anything like that. Yeah. He does not play into it. Hell, you saw it in all of those clips in like they were doing like the fan experiences at WrestleMania 41, and he was talking to fans before his big heel match at WrestleMania 41 as a big babyface. Because he's out there in these meet and greet events and these social events, PR events as John Cena, not John Cena the wrestler. So it was never going to happen in that environment. And yeah, you're right. Cena is the type of guy to just sort of shoulder the blame for everything. But like anyone with an ounce of a brain knows that, oh my God, obviously that's not John Cena's fault. That's John Cena taking the high road. Well, we got there, Sancho. That was Twitter John Cena. It is what we got saying that. That was just a humble man trying to be humble is all.
Right. Can we talk about SmackDown, brother? I know I'm kind of hijacking the show a little bit, but we're at that hour mark, and we got a big task here. This is something that we embarked on Monday Night Raw, but I think we need to do this as the A Show reviewer for the A Show baby on Patreon. The SmackDown review.
How was that A Show on Friday, buddy? How was that A Show? Tell me how much of an A Show that was.
Hey.
God, what a terrible episode of SmackDown
We're trying to figure out. Yes, it was. We're trying to figure out what's going on with SmackDown, and I think the best way to do that is to go down the roster. One thing I want to say, as the owner of the Glaze Factory and founder of the Glaze Factory, we gave the Monday Night Raw our top seller, LA Knight. And boy, oh boy, is LA Knight missed when he's not on SmackDown, because he would have been a great kind of plugger for this situation. It would have been nice to have him here to stop the leak that is happening with SmackDown. The tag team division is not quite there. It is there, but it's not main event. It's interesting. But Santi, let's go down the roster and figure out what can we do. Maybe the rest of the schoolboys can figure this out.
I will say, to make sure you don't have another stinker of an episode like that, don't create this perfect storm where all of your main eventers are gone. Like, stagger it, brother. Don't have a week where Logan Paul is getting married, where John Cena has a con in Chicago, where Cody Rhodes is filming Street Fighter, where Randy Orton's just not there. Like, that is a week you couldn't afford to have no Randy Orton, dude. Why was Randy Orton off when all those other names were? Just saying. Like, you can't create perfect storms like that where... Dude, if I paid a ticket for that episode of Friday Night SmackDown, I would have been pissed. Like, straight up fucking pissed if that's what I paid for.
Boston. In Boston.
Big market.
Big market. I'm going to read some of our Patreon comments of that episode. There were some Patreon members, again, patreon.com/SantiZap. They attended that show, and I asked a question in the review. If you attended that, let us know. Ben Mullet says, I was at the last Boston show in December, and literally it was the same superstars there tonight that was there in December. There was another person that said that they were surprised that John Cena wasn't there, considering that they were trying to build up I'm trying to find another thing here, that it was a really long thing, and I asked, what was the dark matches? And the dark matches weren't even that good. And for those of you who don't know, the dark match...
Dude, it would be hilarious if the dark match was Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa.
Okay, here we go. Thunder Puppy says, I was there live. It was my first live wrestling show. Whole crowd was so dejected after the package showed. They're talking about the Logan Paul and Cena. Remember, because they showed a graphic saying Logan and Cena up next. What makes it sadder for me was that Springfield is getting him, and most of us who live in Boston would have to drive at least an hour and a half one way on a Monday night if we wanted to see him live. If Saturday main event does happen, I hate that I paid money to go watch it live, but I really want to see Cena live before he goes. Sancho's #1 fan, that's their name, said, I left after the main event entrances because I was so bummed. Remember, it was Sami Zayn and Solo, right?
It was a 3-on-3. It was a 3-on-3.
Yeah, it was a 3-on-3. Was so bummed that it ruined my experience. Honestly, I don't care how much his last appearance is. I've never gotten to see him live before, and my God, I'm going to make it happen. And then they continue. Also, with the card being so poor, I was hoping that Cena would show up, and I'm so upset that he didn't show. And of course, for some reason, the W thought it'd be a good idea to show a video package. I'm trying to see the one where I asked somebody what was the card, like the dark matches, and the dark matches weren't that great either. Because you would give like a main eventer for a dark match to kind of make it worth your while. Again, Santi, it's freaking Boston. You're crying out loud. Okay. There's a long one here, and it's a very, very long post, and shout outs to Donald Brown for talking about it. He said, I was there tonight. Absolutely ridiculous that Cena wasn't there. You can say that and make a last appearance to make Boston special, but for me, it's John Cena. His final appearance is going to be special regardless. There's no reason whatsoever for the only SmackDown he will miss in August will be the SmackDown in his home state. Before the show, they had a little SmackDown news breakdown previewing what will be in the show tonight that said Cena was back home in the state of Massachusetts. The crowd booed when they announced that Cena would be appearing on SmackDown next week. Why not give the fans what they want? If Cena was announced for tonight, it would have sold out. They would have little negative PR, even just a 5-minute promo talking about Logan. And the nerve for them to tease the crowd with Logan, like I mentioned before, also with all the money decisions they've been making lately, this is just the complete opposite. Why not have John Cena? And then ends it with absolutely doesn't make any sense in all caps. He's not scheduled for in August. It's the one time in Boston. So as you can see, a little bit of micro, whatever. He gets his what? And
a
then
small sample size of the thoughts of the of the
Yes.
crowd.
Did you send me a picture of someone who used AI to create broken Sancho?
There's a Patreon member, and I'm dying laughing. Their name is Broken Sancho, and they used AI to make Sancho look broken, like Matt Hardy.
What a waste of technology.
If you're serious about sports betting, you need a sports book that works for you. That's why I use MyBookie. With MyBookie, you're in control. Better odds, bigger wins, and less hassle than the other guys. With the biggest selection of player and prop bets, early cash out options, and live betting that lets you jump in at any time, the fact is that you get to play the way that you want over at MyBookie. And with the NFL and college football season upon us, now is the perfect time to try MyBookie. By the way, it's not just sports over there. MyBookie also hosts the party that never ends with a full-fledged casino, because they have everything from blackjack, roulette, video poker, slots, and more. So if you are new to MyBookie, make sure you sign up with promo code SANTI, that's SANTI, to get some extra cash in your pocket when you sign up. Again, that's code SANTI, and make sure that you use that when making your account. Thanks again to MyBookie for sponsoring today's content. Now let's get you back to talking about wrestling.
But yes, so let's go ahead in the roster. And again, please be a Patreon member, and you never know. We'll dip into the comments, we'll pull it out, we'll put it on the podcast. But yes, that was a very bad one, but good for Mello. Mello was probably the shining light in that entire thing. So let's go down the roster. I'm going to say a name, and if you have anything really crazy you want to bring
up. By the
up.
way, shout out to Philly from Cleve from being nicer now. I called him out last podcast because he was being mean, and now he's being nice.
Day 2 of being nice. Alba Fire.
Ugh.
Secret Harvest is a tough game. It's a tough gimmick.
It's a tough gimmick.
Piper had a good match.
Can we throw Piper in here and let's talk about Secret Harvest in general?
Yeah. With Chelsea.
Yeah. I mean, here the only one that has potential to do something is Chelsea Green. The thing is that like you have Alba Fire and Piper Niven in the tag team division, but like the tag team division is relevant like once a shooting star. It just it will go back to irrelevance at some point. The division is not healthy enough to warrant being a exclusively women's tag team member like Alba Fire and Piper Niven ultimately are, unless you're going to actually build a division. There are 4 teams across all of the main roster. The champions, right, in Alexa and Charlotte, Secret Harvest, Judgment Day, and Kabuki Warriors. That's it, dude. That's it. That's all, brother.
I think the Harvest really kind of got off on the wrong foot is when Chelsea cut that first promo as the president doing the State of the Union, and that segment fell flat. It went nowhere. I think with the Secret Harvest, their issue is their fodder. And at the same time, Piper loses in the same way every time, misses the Vader bomb, and then, all of a sudden loses. I don't know. I think if you want to make Secret Harvest stronger, add more members and treat the Secret Service like a Harvest, like they are like a Secret Service. Like you see little bits of it where Piper's like checking for anything and messing with Byron Saxton, and they're like, there's things there. And what I would like to do is, do you think they need more ring time, more mic time? What do you think they're like? That's the thing I'm going to go with every person on it. Like, what is it that they're needing with this? Is this just a project that just needs to keep going until they've landed somewhere?
I don't know that the answer is ring or mic time, because the mic time goes to Chelsea Green. Ring time they're getting. They're there every single week. Sometimes they're appearing on both Raw and SmackDown. I think it'll always come down to Chelsea Green. And with Chelsea Green, I think it just requires direction. Like what is Chelsea Green's direction at the moment? What is her path? What is she trying to accomplish? I think right now, as of the making of this video, is nothing. There's no goal, no glory that she's trying to go after, because the tag team titles aren't for her. It would be for the Secret Harvest. So when this faction is chasing tag team gold, but that's not even something for Chelsea Green, it falls flat, because this group lives and breathes by Chelsea Green.
Good point.
Chelsea Green needs to be doing something for Alba Fire and Piper Niven to feel important.
I like that. Next is Aleister Black. Now, Aleister Black was in a program with Damian Priest. Damian Priest got a hairline fracture in his chin. We don't know if it's worked or whatever, but the point is,
just like the baby, man, just like the pregnancy, it's all work. It's all work, brother. Ping pong weapon.
The doctor's in on it. They're gonna go all the way, dude. They're gonna have the what is it? They're gonna have a water birth and everything, and then it's all gonna be a work, dude. I like Aleister Black. He's gonna be in a program with R-Truth. I think Aleister Black's in a good place. I'm just shocked that they turned him heel so early. Because I think he was doing some good things as a babyface.
I mean, it's like the same character though. He's doing the same thing, but just now with the heels. Sorry, now doing it to the baby faces as opposed to doing it to the heels. But like nothing changed about Aleister Black, and I do think that is a mark of a good character, right? When you can play both sides of the spectrum while not actually having to change anything about you. I think that's a very, very difficult character to be able to play. Where you're both the good guy and the bad guy at the same time. You're this neutral force that you just really need the writers to point you against the good guys or to point you against the bad guys. I like what they're doing here with Aleister Black, honestly.
So what does he need though? Ring time, direction? I think he needs to chase a gold title.
I think chasing gold would be nice. Ring time would be ideal as well because he's really, really good in ring. He has really great matches. And for him to get a match what seemingly feels like every 3 weeks as opposed to like being there on a weekly basis.
2-hour show, dude.
2-hour show, but you got to pick and choose. Like, I'm sorry, but like in a 2-hour show, if you're picking over Piper Niven matches or Aleister Black matches, go with the Aleister Black matches every time. Every time.
Next one is Motor City Machine Guns.
I think they're good in their role. I would actually argue that I think the play here is Monday Night Raw. They were so pivotal in the growth of the tag team division on SmackDown when it was like them, DIY and not MFT. Sorry, back then it was the Bloodline. They were so important at getting it off the ground running that they could use that level of veteran leadership in that division over on Monday Night Raw. So my suggestion,
Judgment Day.
Ooh. Yeah, my suggestion is I know what you mean. My suggestion is Monday Night Raw.
Okay, I like that. Alexa Bliss, let's throw in Charlotte here. So they're basically using one of the top faces of SmackDown, both of them, and putting them together in strange segments, quirky segments, I want to say. But I don't know. They just need opponents. Like, that's what they need a feud. I mean, they need strong feuds, and right now it's only the Secret Harvest, and I think that's their issue. It's like, clearly they're OP and they're the strongest characters that they have on SmackDown. And Alba Fire and Piper and Chelsea, they're not a big rival for them to feel like they're in danger.
No, I
because what if it was Asuka and Kairi Sane? Like, that's different. Then you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm with you. And this goes back to what we were saying about the tag team division. Like, it's not big enough and dangerous enough to make these champions feel like they're going through it, like they're being tested every week. Like Piper Niven and Alba Fire, that's not a test for Charlotte frickin' Flair and Alexa Bliss. Like, you got to remember, these are two massive names of the industry.
You know what this needs? A little Wyatt Six magic.
Sure.
A little Nikki Cross.
Why not? I'm down for that. I'm down for that. The problem will always come down to the division. It will always come down to the division. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair will always be fine. They're made women, you know. They separate, they're going to be doing big things. They honestly don't need anything. What is needed is to help in the division, not those two. Those two are going to be fine forever.
Los Garza. Now, they just recently dropped the belt at Triple Mania to Pagano and Psycho Clown, like we mentioned. I wish they did not do that because I thought they had so much cool opportunities that every bi-weekly show we would get a Los Garza versus a Triple Mania luchador or Triple A luchador.
I think for me, what I'd like to see now is, especially if you do move somebody like Motor City Machine Guns over to SmackDown. So the SmackDown tag team, over to Raw. The SmackDown tag team division is in a light reset. If you notice, like they're not even featuring Andrade and Rey Fenix anymore. They're now adding the Bloodline in there. I think with this new reset, you could take advantage of the fact that people are kind of in a level playing field and reinsert Los Garzas so that they are part of the next big scramble for the world championships.
Okay. Then we have Andrade. So you kind of mentioned that. Andrade's a weird cat, dude. Andrade's a weird cat. I don't know if they're ready to commit to Andrade, but the people love him.
What do you do with an Andrade? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, they tried with Ray. Ray Phoenix worked really well. I mean, that TLC was awesome.
Yeah, but like Andrade has only worked is like, oh shit, do we have a gimmick match in the calendar? Yeah, okay, we have a TLC match. Put Andrade in there. We got a Money in the Bank. Yeah, put Andrade in there. It's Andrade time. So like, is that going to be the cycle of Andrade? Just like waiting for a big match that requires cool spots and great in ring, and that's when we use Andrade, because that's the only time they've used him successfully. This whole year has been at the build up to Money in the Bank and the build up to the tag team TLC match.
Street Profits. Do you feel like they're in a good spot? I think they are. I think where people want so much is the Taz singles run, Montez Ford. I think on Dawkins is solid, right? I think where I always have an issue with Dawkins is people love his low key demeanor when he comes to promos. But it's just so off-putting when Montez has so much heat and fire, and then Dawkins comes in and he tries to simmers all that. So I don't know. They recently put BFAB back in the group, and I think that's going to give them a little bit more oomph. But I think Street Profits where they are. I think like the entire SmackDown division, Fraxium, and DIY. I think they're in a good spot now. I know a lot of people don't like. There's some rumblings of they're like, oh, they're all mid-tier guys, but it's a tag team division, and the tag team division is as a whole work. When they kind of separate everyone and puts them in mini feuds, that's when it doesn't work. When only 2 teams are being present or shown on TV and the rest are off TV, that doesn't work. And I think they figured out that formula with the SmackDown tag team division. And that's why, like you mentioned, the self reset goes well. So I'm just going to skip all the tag teams because I think we kind of covered it. I don't think DIY needs any kind of tinkering.
Hey, but what about for Andrade? We've been joking about it. But what about the services of Kiana James?
That'd be fun. I think Kiana James could create like a fun stable of just characters.
Dude, Kiana James, Andrade, and Julia, that's kind of hype.
She could be like the Daredevil. You know what I mean? Just start getting names and represent everybody when things go wrong. Kiana James is there. Now, another tag team that's kind of being inserted, but I think this is just being inserted for a temporary story reset is Mello Don't Miz. So Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. I like this subtleness of this entire thing. I think they're perfect because I know Miz and Mello were off TV for a long time, but obviously because the Miz was recording the American Gladiators on Amazon type of thing. So because of that, they put Mello on ice, which I don't know why they did, but that kind of worked that he was gone for so long. We were like, we want Mello, we want Mello. He kept tweeting out, I hear you. Had a great night in Boston. I think Mello is in a great place right now because the in-ring's there. Now they're going to have the story with the Miz and that friction. I think that storyline is working for me when it comes to SmackDown.
We're only 2 episodes deep into it, but it is working for me as well. It's getting Carmelo screen time because, if we were asking what does he need, screen time. We got it. That's good. And the Miz direction, which we got it here, which is to create some sort of rift, resentment, between him and Carmelo Hayes. I think they just need to continue to go down this route. Here's the thing, Sancho. All right.
Yes.
I have been jaded. And not Jade hitting her finisher on me. I've been jaded. And I've become cynical about these tag team splitting storylines because of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. We do not need another one of these situations.
We do not need it.
We do not need this. We need the breakup. And we need the breakup soon. This can't just get dragged out over months and months and months. I hope they've learned their lesson on A-Town Down Under and just pull the damn trigger. Not everything needs long winding road, long storytelling.
They don't need a country roads.
Well, we're just getting hit with copyright every 10 minutes here.
Did you know there's a Sancho, West Virginia? I've always wanted to visit this town. I probably brought this up before. Should I go to Sancho, West Virginia? A small town, dude.
I'm looking it up right now. So Sancho, West Virginia was was an unincorporated community in Tyler County, West Virginia, United States. The community most likely was named after the nearby Sanch Creek. Okay, is it not a thing anymore?
I don't know. Maybe the SEO, I kind of tanked it.
Yeah, now there's Sancho Creek. Sancho Creek is a tributary of Middle Island Creek, 9.6 miles long in northwestern West Virginia in the United States.
You hear that? 9.6 miles long.
I would have loved if you said 9.6 inches.
Can we talk about Cody Rhodes now?
No, I'm still on Sancho, West Virginia.
Oh, fine.
The community, yeah, dude, this place doesn't exist. Dude, even they don't want you in the thumbnail. They don't want you on the map.
I should go there though, right? That'd be fun.
Oh, there's a Sancho Oil and Gas Corporation in West Virginia as well.
There you go, dude. I should just go.
Little Sancho Creek map. That's more like you, Little Sancho. I'm on page 2 of Google. No.
Is there a place as Santi's app? No.
There's a place called Santiago. It's the capital of a whole country called Chile. So shut your mouth. Oh, that's right.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the mouse to knock on your door and just destroy your kingdom.
Me kingdom is su kingdom.
It is. Oh! Zesty Pit Brothers, get out of here. What does Cody need for the SmackDown? I think Cody, just show up. That's all we love, like in Wrestle. That's all we love for you to do, Cody, because you're one of the best at it. When you're undisputed champion and you were working and we were like, wow, this is what feels like when Dad's home. That's what we want more from Cody. More Cody.
More Cody.
Don't
more
care.
Cody. And then not showing up in a big market like Boston is unacceptable, man. Dude, I realized that not only was it those stars that were missing, Triple H was out in Greece just having a good old time tanning himself. The game.
Wearing the same swim trunks that he had in the 90s. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. That's awesome.
The game. That's a bummer. Damian Priest, he's hurt.
Yeah, just come back.
But I feel like Damian was in a weird phantom zone almost, because remember when he challenged Jacob and he's like, you're the biggest dog and I want the biggest dog and I want you, and then that didn't happen.
Why did you? I want the biggest dog.
A cup of coffee. All right, I'm gonna put the Wyatt 6 here.
Okay.
Are you cooking with the Wyatt 6? Do you smell what the Wyatt 6 are cooking?
Yeah.
Braids.
This is the best that they've booked the Wyatt 6. It really is.
I know.
I love that.
I know.
I love that they appeared in like every backstage segment. Every single one. They were in the background in some capacity, some way, shape, or form. They're back there too, brother. They're out here to get Sancho. You didn't believe. Yeah. Look at us now, Sancho. No, I think they're doing a great job with the Wyatt 6. Finally being this haunting, ever-looming presence of the entire show. I like that they even stood and watched the tag team division from the fans' point of view. I thought that was cool too.
The Jey Uso entrance.
Yes, the Jey Uso spot. So I think they're doing a really great job with the Wyatt 6 all around. I wouldn't change what they're doing. I like the trajectory of what they represent right now on Friday Night SmackDown.
Are you gonna go to the Haunted Maze?
Where is it?
It's in Hollywood, Universal.
If I'm ever there, which I might be in Los Angeles soon, actually.
Come
if I go
on,
if I go to a Chargers game this season, I'll make time to go to Universal.
And go to that would be a dope video.
It would be. Actually, you're right. It would be.
You'd be so scared.
Nah.
you look like a guy that'd be so scared. Are you the kind of guy that attacks the performers? You know, you get mad. You go, ooh, you know, get all mad at them trying to...
Dude, do you think I'm some sort of roid freak? No, I don't just attack people.
I don't know. You're bomb dust, dude. I don't know. Bomb dust.
Dude, that'd be such a funny gimmick. Dude, what the hell were we talking about? Were we Damian Priest?
We're done with the Wyatt 6.
Wyatt 6.
I think they give Nikki Cross some matches. That's the only thing I'm missing here. Give Nikki Cross some matches. Let's get the women's division involved in the Wyatt 6 in some form or way. Like, let's get that going.
Works for me.
Get it going. And give Uncle Howdy some matches. It was fun to see Uncle Howdy run out there, put a mandible claw on Nathan. Like, who did he put on? Andrade? He put on a whole bunch of people. Like, just do that. Do more of that. Give me the Mankind playbook for good old Wyatt Six. Not that I don't see him here, but we made a trade. Boom, ba-da, they made a trade. They traded LA Knight and Sami Zayn. So now we have Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn, I hate to tell you, Santi, getting the biggest numbers I've ever had on my Instagram. It's insane. The numbers that Sami Zayn is getting. And like, even though that main event in Boston, no one liked, but the main event on Instagram on Boston did really well. The people love Sami. I don't know what
do
to tell
they?
you.
Dude, comment sections
Numbers are
across numbers are there, sure, but comment section across the board, there's a lot of Sami Zayn fatigue right now. And dude, can we also address the elephant in the room that everybody has already mentioned, like Sami Zayn's ridiculous reason for coming over to Friday Night SmackDown, wanting the US title after spending so long wanting to go for the world title, and now he's demoting himself to the US title after a few months earlier he was literally offered to go to SmackDown to go have a undisputed championship match, but no, I want to stay on Raw to stop people like you, people like you, Seth, holding people down.
Get that belt.
Seth,
get that belt. I want to see it with a belt because that's what Sami does. Sami gets a belt. Yeah. Don't grab the stupid charger belt because it sucks. Yeah, grab that one. That one's better.
You see this belt? You see?
See? Do you feel like Sami now?
I do.
Oh, you know what? Cross was right.
I mean, look,
was right.
I wish the feud between him and Cross ended how it should have. I think there would be a lot more genuine interest in Sami Zayn right now. But I get the Sami Zayn fatigue. I get it. I understand it. I'm also kind of tired of the shtick.
Wrong.
I really am.
I like what they're doing with Sami. You know why? Because they put him in his best role. And you know what that best role is? Sami Uso. They put him with Jacob Fatu, and he's obviously going to be the surrogate for Jimmy Fatu because Jimmy Fatu is going to be gone for a little while. Daddy's going to go home for a while. So there goes Jimmy. Jimmy's going to be gone. And Sami and Jacob, buddy cops. Come on. Jacob Fatu's like, I don't know about you. That works.
No, they already went through that. They already did the full circle in one episode where Jacob's like, yeah, now let's do our shake. And everybody was fine, man. They are like, I would have actually been on board if with what you're saying. Like if it was like, okay, many episodes of Sami trying to win over Jacob, but he won him over in that same episode. They basically did the improv of pulling out the gun. Like, where do you go from here already?
They're going to keep doing it. I'm on board. I like Sami here. I don't know what it is about me, Santi. If you like one thing, I'm going to go, I disagree.
Okay. Well, so it's not just me that dislikes it, but...
Hey, my IG loves it. Give me the views, give me the followers.
Hey man, you can be known as the Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn guy on Instagram. You can have that moniker.
I'll take it. I'll take whatever I'll take. Michin is kind of lurking around. She has two segments. I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Give me a Kiana James Michin match. Okay, now we're kind of there. I think what hurt Michin the most was the feud with Chelsea Green when it didn't go away.
She should have won.
And then she went with BFAB, and that kind of hurt as well. Trying to make her and her tag team member BFAB and Michin.
But they didn't even really like give it a chance.
I know. She was just standing next to her. Yeah. That's all they did. And then we have Nia Jax. Which is here in the WWE, she's on the SmackDown roster.
Oh, brother. No, do they have nothing else aside from just rehashing Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax? Like nothing else.
There's no more.
Like I was like, okay, this is interesting. Nia Jax getting sent to NXT, work a program there. The second the program's done, the program that she went over in, she comes right back. Oh my God, here we friggin' go again. Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax. There's just no depth right now in the women's main event scene at all. What is the point of this match? Like literally, what is the point of this match? To solidify Tiffy? She already beat her. She already won that feud.
Triple threat, help out Jade and Tiffy, but Jade and Tiffy had decent chemistry, so I don't know if it's that.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I mentioned. They need more heels that Nia can't dominate over. Like
I did like what Nia said to Jay. Like, wait, I'm sorry. Why do you think you get a championship opportunity? You won Queen of the Ring and lost at SummerSlam. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, you lost. Which, by the way, can I point out the fact that in the clip of us saying like, why does Jay even get this championship opportunity? He gets a rematch clause. Duh. All right, where was Cody's rematch? Oh yeah, he had to win King of the Ring. Oh, where's Roman's rematch after his historic 4-year reign? Oh yeah, he hasn't got one. So shut up. Is all I'm
He has no shoes.
He got the rematch clause, Dante. Didn't you know? Didn't you know that he slept Gunther at WrestleMania 41? Did you like how Jay randomly threw that into his promo on Raw? Like, why?
He's gonna be 80 years old. Did you know I slept Gunther? Like, all right. I guess so, Dad. All right, R-Truth.
I'm good. I'm fine.
I'm that GIF. You know that.
No, I'm in. Like, I like the fact that we got the truth we fell in love with back, but it looks like it's like he gets to turn it on like and off. Yeah, because he's driving now, remember? So he gets to decide, okay, now I'm serious truth, but hey, I'm here with Byrick Assassin, people I like, and now I'm silly truth. And I'm like, this is best of both worlds. This is best of both worlds, and I'm here for that. Because what else are we going to get from truth? What else? What else? This is fine.
Like, there's Fortnite Sancho, like, hey, what's up, guys? Get some V-Bucks. And then there's Wrestling Sancho.
wait, do you have a Fortnite creator code?
I do.
No one use it. Don't use it. Use Ninja. Use code Ninja.
You know what people ask me?
I'm kidding. What is your code? What is your code?
Sancho
It doesn't matter. What's your code?
I got it out before you got me, so I'm fine. You should have jumped on board.
Oh, your feelings are hurt. I can tell. If you go back and then you rewatch that portion and you slow it down, you can watch the moment where his heart breaks. Okay, I'm kidding. What's your code? No, I'm kidding. I won't interrupt you. What's your code? Sancho, I feel bad now.
Sancho,
what's your code? Sancho, what's your code?
Sancho West. That's what it is. But I wanted to say is that the number one thing I'm requested is playing duos with you. And I go, your ass. He's not gonna happen.
Well, you don't invite me.
I'm sorry. I would invite you, but you don't show up. I invited you to Mario Kart and you ghosted me and Con Man. You big dogged us.
You guys never came out with a day and time. I didn't. When you guys came, okay. First of all, when you guys came, when you guys streamed it,
1,000 people there. I'm not coming at the party.
When you guys played Mario Kart, I didn't even own a Switch 2. What are you talking about?
You're a creator. You should be ready at all times. Randy Orton. I don't know about Randy. Should he go heel or stay babyface?
Well, okay. I think the play for Randy is Cody, and we're kind of dormant until we get to that point.
Basically you don't want to see Randy until he's a heel, because Randy they could use and be like the corporate Randy, like, hey, welcome everybody to SmackDown. Ooh, what's the scariest letters in wrestling? RKO. I was going to say something else. STD.
Yes.
I was going to say. Apparently, anyway, Mandy Rose has a fascinating story that y'all should look up. Rey Fenix. Should he just go with his brother Penta?
Yes.
Get him. Put him in the Lucha Brothers, so that way they could go against New Day, and then we're like,
yes, done. That's it. Simple as that. That's simple as that. They don't have plans for Penta in the world title picture anymore. He got removed, yoinked right out of the program there with Seth Rollins and the Vision. Now he's feuding with a tag team. You would think logically that there should be a tag team match, and who should be his tag team partner?
Austin Theory.
LW. Oh no, Rey Fenix, Raw. Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so lit, dude, if Penta's getting beat down and all of a sudden oh my god, dude. That'd be such a banger match. you don't even need a story for that match. Just
That's a dream
names
match.
alone.
That's a dream match. That's a tag team dream match.
And then the New Day will be able to wrestle like legitly. Like let's because that Xavier versus Penta match was kind of good. I love it. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And I love Xavier just yelling at him, "Give me my money."
Yeah. Cero dinero.
It's so dumb. All right, OTC. Look, when Roman shows up on SmackDown, it is mega draw, blockbuster, fun. Absolutely. There's nothing that will ever touch Roman Reigns and The Rock appearing weekly, getting that Mania build up. I love Roman. I think Roman as a face, though, by himself, he can't be on weekly television. When Roman was with Bloodline, it worked so well because he could work with Paul, he could work with the rest of the Bloodline, work with Sammy. But Chief with no tribe, it's no good weekly television, man.
But that's the thing. He's not part of weekly television.
I know. He's the pop machine.
He's the dude. I think we've had Roman Reigns returns 5 times in the past like 6 weeks.
And loud pops.
They are always loud. That's the thing. They're always loud.
They make it like he was gone forever. He was just gone for like a week. Yeah, he's back. That's always like it is.
Every time. But like, what's the play here? Like, what do you, obviously we have him and Bronson Reed, Clash in Paris, fight for the Shula Fala. But like beyond that, like
Akuma.
Yeah, Street Fighter. I mean, it's Seth Rollins at Mania. I think that's the obvious kind of direction that they're probably going to. But that's on Raw. But that's on Raw. So why are we even talking about him? Is the real question.
He's on the WWE roster.
I know he is under SmackDown, but like, yeah, he's
on the SmackDown truck.
When was the last time he was on SmackDown? Probably go home to WrestleMania 41.
Probably.
Because even the night after WrestleMania, he was on Raw, right? With the whole reveal of Braun Breaker being with Seth Rollins. That was a Raw thing.
And then he went bye-bye for a while.
And then he came back, and then bye-bye, and then came back, and then bye-bye, and then came back.
Here's one that I think is interesting because I thought this person would be at Triple Mania. Santos Escobar.
Dude, I mean, his dad was there. His dad was in the audience. I don't know, dude. I would have thought that Santos is a perfect play for AAA, and them not using him at Triple Mania is a little bit peculiar. I don't know if there's physical limitations right now.
Red flag?
Major red flag. Like, dude, like this is a guy that comes from a major lineage with ties to AAA and not being really at all featured in AAA, Triple Mania. Like, if you're not finding time there with the legacy that you already have in Mexico, with your dad in the audience, you ain't finding time on the main roster. So I've got red flags, bro. I've got concerns left, right, and center here for Santos Escobar.
It would be sick if you were gonna because they were hinting that Los Garza would go face.
Yep.
And dump Santos.
Yep.
I mentioned this before in one of the reviews. It's not if Santos dumps them first because he sees everything, he has that foresight, and introduces a AAA tag team, like a heel tag team that's even more heelish. That's less, you know what I mean? Like maybe the Abyss, maybe Abyss and Taurus. That'd be kind of cool because he'd be a great mouthpiece for those two guys. I'm kind of vibe with that.
Yeah, I mean, like we're talking. Look, I'm looking up Sancho, not Sancho Escobar, Santos Escobar. Escobar. I'm looking at like his accomplishments, dude. This man spent like the better part of the 2010s in AAA, 3 separate AAA titles, a bunch of cups won at AAA because they like to do cups. Like, if you're not being seen as an asset for the expansion of AAA, when you have your such a strong Mexico resume in AAA and CMLL as well. I don't know, dude. I genuinely don't know what the move here is from Santos Escobar, aside from I'm concerned about next wave of releases, his name being on there.
I like Santos. I really do. All right, next person I'm going to do without telling you what it is. You have to look at me if you're an audio vision. Too bad. Ready?
Oh yeah, we got Tourette's Goldust.
No, you idiot.
I know it's Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know, dude. Me too. Like that's listen, like that Shinsuke. We talked about how worldwide that battle royal felt. I would have liked Shinsuke in that battle royal.
Yeah, that was
You know,
King
like
of Strong Style in Mexico.
King of Strong Style in there. He would have fit the vibe. You already had Mecha Wolf and Cybernetico out there being darker characters. You had Abismo Negro as well on that. Like, I think he would have fit the vibe there really, really well. I think he's just gonna. They re-signed him recently, didn't they?
They re-signed him before they went to Japan, and they're going to Japan soon again.
Yeah, they'll use him there. They'll use him in the Japan tour. But
hey, Logan.
Yeah, I've been to Japan.
Did you like that Tiffy and Logan podcast? There's always my favorite thing in Logan Paul podcast is when someone brings up Japan that they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
It's always
dude.
like
when did the Logan Paul dead body in Japan thing happen? How long ago was that?
Like
now?
2012?
No, God, no. It was much later than that.
2018, 2017.
I think we're talking about 28. Do your final answer 2017?
2017 final answer.
When did the Logan Paul Forest incident happen?
Jeez, why do you type out like a old man Google search? Just put in Logan Paul Japan, you idiot.
Logan Paul Japan.
When did Logan Paul?
I'm doing that. No, dumbass. Because Google now has that AI that answers questions for you.
On the day that Logan Paul was canceled, just type in Logan Japan.
Okay, so I found the Logan Paul apology video, which coincides with that. And it was, this is tight, dude. Okay, because the Logan Paul apology video happens and it was uploaded on January 2nd, 2018, which means
it happened in 2017.
In 2017. Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we will give you full points there. Ging, 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 ging.
Dog, what a like truthfully though, that's how bad content creating has gotten. And that should have been like a big red flag, as you use the term, for other content creators, but other content creators just ran through that stop sign and never stopped. And Logan probably did at the time the worst thing ever, but there's so many people that are doing worse things as time goes on. I'm just surprised that I don't know, it's going to haunt him forever, and it's a thing that people talk about, and I don't think it goes away until he goes back to Japan. Like, legitimately, like if he wants to shed that and the people of Japan, the country of Japan, forgive him, then I don't know, that goes away.
What if he gets Hijo del Vikingo heat in Japan? That's not the right type of heat to get, right?
It's not the right type of heat.
It's not the right type of heat to get.
Solo Sikoa, the MFT, Mr.
Dude, he's so good. He's so good.
Dude, we should get our patrons in the Discord, the $15 patrons, to send us their best solo impression. Because what do we get? The whale? We made everyone do whirr. We have fun here. We have fun there. Solo Sikoa. I like Solo. I know that
Can you stop losing? Can you stop losing?
It doesn't matter if he gets pinned. He has the MFTs. He's supposed to be a guy that gets pinned and still has that champion. So people get mad that why is this guy champion if he gets pinned? Because he's the MFT leader, dude. And I think what hurts Solo Sikoa the most is that his MFTs are not scary. They're just not. You're gonna run into Tongaloa. If Tama Tonga was around, that's different. Then like, okay, this is a little dangerous.
Yeah. I missed that. Yeah. I still hear the yeah in my dreams.
Yeah. And then JC Mateo, I think they shot him in the foot at birth when he got his name.
At birth. I do like the way Mark Nash says his name. And JC Mateo.
Ooh. It's like, ooh, chavo.
Yeah.
Jesse Mateo. He's a strange ring announcer because he does that lax, like, ooh.
Yeah,
every now and then
he does it. I picture him with a glass of wine as he's saying it.
Yeah. Right? Tamatanga. Like that.
The best one is in JC Mateo.
What's up? What's up, TikTok? This is my Mark Nash impression. So I think I like where Solo is. I think when what hurts Solo is when the PLEs, like, they do payoffs for Solo Sikoa that feel there's a illogical jump to him winning in the MFTs. Like, they get booked like fodder for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then the PLEs, they just show up game day. It's like the Los Angeles Chargers, they're just so bad. And then all of a sudden, when the lights are on, they do well, and they get like these fans like yourself. They're like, oh my God, we actually are good.
Shut up. Why, dude? We're so close.
We won on Monday Night Football. There's hope. Oh, we're good. Oh, let me read your dumb schedule that you did last year.
As if the fucking Cowboys fan is saying a thing right now.
We have a Netflix documentary, sir.
It's a Netflix documentary as to how disjointed your franchise is. What are you talking about?
I'd rather be talked about than not talked about. Than people accidentally forget what dumb city you're in. Los Angeles. Even the announcers don't know where you are from. Dumas. Let's take a look here. Los Angeles. What season were it? 2024? What was last season? 2025? 2024?
Well, last season was 2024. This is the 2025-2026 season.
Isn't that weird how that works out?
Nope, not at all. That's literally how time works.
Does it?
That's how calendars work. Not weird at all.
Let's see.
Isn't that weird how that works? How last year was last year and the previous year was the year before that? All right, Conan. See, next year will be 2026 because this year's 2025 and 26 comes after 25. Thanks, Conan.
Actually, dog, you had a pretty solid season.
I know we did. We made it to the playoffs. And we're going to be better this season.
You lost to Detroit. You lost to the Cardinals. You lost 41-10 against the Cardinals. Jesus.
Yeah, it was rough.
You beat the 49ers. You lost to the Bears. You lost to the Packers. Then you beat the Raiders, the Vikings, big win. Beat the Seahawks. Lost to the Dolphins. Ouch. Beat the Patriots. Okay. Lost to the Eagles, which is fine. Then you went on a crazy run. You beat the Saints, the Bills, the 49ers, the Jets. Well, actually, the Bills was a good win. Beat the Cardinals and lost to the Seahawks. Okay. Not bad. And then you lost to the Rams in overtime. Okay. I mean, lost to the Lions in overtime. Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm reading the Los Angeles Rams schedule.
Was that the Rams? Oh my God, you can't even tell the difference between the two. I was confused when you said the Cardinals twice because I know we lost to the Cardinals last season, but you said it twice. How much
your team sucks?
Fuck you, dude! Shut up.
You were like, "Yep, that's us."
But we did have a good season. We actually did have a good season. We won 11 games last season.
Yeah, that is all sweet.
It sounded very similar.
All right, you beat the Raiders. Okay, you beat the Panthers. Great. You lost to the Steelers. You lost to the Chiefs. Steelers, I wonder. You beat the Broncos. You lost to the Cardinals. You beat the Saints. You beat the Browns. You beat the Titans. You beat the Bengals. Big win.
I was there for that one.
You lost to the Ravens by 7. Okay, not bad. Beat the Falcons. You lost to the Chiefs. Lost to the Bucks. 40-17 to the Bucks.
That was a rough game. That was the worst game of the season.
Then you beat the Broncos, Patriots, and the Raiders. And then the playoffs.
We choked.
How'd you do in the playoffs?
We lost to the Houston Texans.
Oh,
we lost to the best team in Texas.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
You lost to CJ Stroud.
Who'd you guys lose to in the playoffs? Yeah, shut your face. I said, who'd you guys lose to in the playoffs?
You lost 32-12?
Dude, I don't care. Whatever.
Why not even show up and play?
All right, Cowboys fans, shut up, man. You guys are going to get fucking destroyed this season again.
You kick field goals? What, are you playing soccer out there?
Dodger, we're reaching the 2-hour mark.
Here we go.
Retirement tour. We're down to the last 3 minutes.
Cinderella needs to go home before he turns to a pumpkin.
The last 3 minutes.
All right, The Miz. We already talked about The Miz. Tiffany Stratton. I think Tiffany Stratton is going to be the thing going forward because it's like, okay, you beat Jade, great, and now you're stuck in the Nia Jax vortex. That's the issue.
What does she need a feud, man? Like even her SummerSlam program wasn't the feud. It was just like, you just have a match with Jade. Her previous match before that was, you just have a match with Tiffany Stratton. It's like, sorry, with Trish Stratus. Like, she hasn't had a feud. She hasn't had a feud.
Her only feuds is she's been picked because of the stipulation. The Royal Rumble winner picked her, and then the King.
That's true. But at least the Charlotte Flair one was a feud. It wasn't great, but it was a feud. She hasn't had a feud since Charlotte Flair.
Nia Jax. That's her previous feud. And then here again. But wait, we're back. Let's see. Talked about DIY. Why is Triple H on the SmackDown roster? Don't know. Uncle Howdy we talked about in the last one. Zelina Vega.
The services of Kiana James. That's gonna be my fallback for everything.
I will always say this 1,000 times. A new theme. Please.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah. That would unironically, dude, Zelina Vega getting a new theme would fix so much. Like, genuinely would fix so much.
It's a good theme. Like, I'm sure it sounds great in the car, but it sounds too much like the commercial break music.
Yeah, I agree.
People go, wait, the rest. Oh, Zelina, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I think we're like, we're going to like a commercial break, or we're about to go to a backstage segment, or we're going to go to a recap. Oh, no, wait, there's Zelina Vega.
It's like a Pavlovian response.
Wow. You think our listeners are smart enough to know what Pavlov's dog is? Of course they are, especially the patrons.
That's right.
You guys know.
You guys know. Broken Sancho knows. Goose Lesnar knows.
Yeah. Shout out to Goose Lesnar in the Patreon.
Ice Snatch knows.
New Heater.
You know, Yes, New Heater. I got a guy that subs to me on Twitch. He subbed to me for like 95 months. This is an OG, dude. Nice. Been there since the beginning. A founder, I would say. Every time he subs, he goes, yes.
I was going to say, what a terrible stock to bet in. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Investing. Yeah. He says every time he's been mean to me all day, guys. Don't worry. I'm used to it.
I'm on a roll.
He says, it me. Every time.
It me?
It me. It space me.
Oh, is he saying it's me, but it me?
Well, yeah, and every time I'm happy, but I get irritated. I guess it gets me every time.
Like, whoever that is, he doesn't appreciate you. Come sub to Santi's app. Twitch.tv. Come sub over to kick.com/Santis.
You could care less about chat. You only read bits. That's all you read.
Hey, man, that's the welcome to capitalism. All right, we're going to start charging $30 a month for bits here. The ESPN model for Santi's app viewing.
Oh,
that's what we're going to do.
All right, number 1, Naomi. Oh, for those of you new, the new Heat order is the buzz, the thing that gets us excited about wrestling. Who walked away with the most buzz?
Yes. It's Naomi.
A-O-M-I. Let's go. Boom. Naomi is at number 1, of course, with a great baby announcement and heel promo all in one.
Yeah.
Number 2, Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Okay.
Dominic, for sure.
The King of Luchadors. What a sick flying Luigi headbutt he did too.
The loaded headbutt. Aha! Oh no, that's Mickey Mouse. It's already. I don't know, dude. I'm pumpkined. I've pumpkined out. We're 2 hours 1 minute.
Oh, brother, it's getting worse. Number 3.
Nobody from SmackDown.
Any love for CM Punk?
No.
Any love for Roman? Roman.
Sure, throw Roman in here. Yeah, we can do.
Or is it Bronson Reed?
Nah, Roman.
Did you see that he pulled the ref out?
I did. Took a shoe.
He hit the ref with it. It was really good. All right, Roman Reigns. Number 4, sir, in this new Heat order. LA Knight.
Yeah. I'm feeling LA Knight more. Use my meat Meat
mittens.
Meat mittens.
Meat mittens.
Dude, I think he wanted to say meat missiles and then realized you can't say that. So he changed it last second to meat mittens.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal for him to be with CM Punk.
Big time.
And I feel it's interesting because CM Punk, the roles you have to have in a promo, CM Punk has to push the narrative. So in that Monday Night Raw, he was like, "Hey man, we gotta get the band together. We got stronger together. Trust me, I'm the veteran in the situation. We need to make it to Paris." And then he did the same thing with Jay, right? So he's not giving the CM Punk; he's just filling that narrative. And I cannot wait to see what CM Punk actually says about LA Knight if they're ever going to get to that point, because I think that's where the real magic is. And that's the real ultimate test. We remember in his journey of our lives together, Santi. It's always been like, what's LA Knight's next test, right? Can we get it? He went through the Miz, he went through John, right? And then Cody. Now, in a sense of just cutting promos with them, CM Punk's the final boss, and Paul Heyman. So CM Punk's that final boss because he could tear you up.
Yeah, I agree.
And unleash John Cena.
It does feel like maybe that's the program here beyond this Fatal 4-Way, CM Punk versus LA Knight, which I'm down for. Why not? Hell yeah.
Oof.
It's a tough matchup, but I'm down. Like, if you want, LA Knight to truly, like, prove to the world, like, hey, man, like, enough is enough with me being second fiddle. He needs to look good in a feud against a guy like a CM Punk.
I just realized, is Clash this Saturday or next Saturday?
No, it's not this Saturday. It's next one.
Okay.
No, don't worry. We would have talked a lot more about Clash.
Okay.
We have NXT Heat Wave this Sunday, but
okay. Number 5. Oh, we didn't talk about this, Mr. Pumpkin. Good old WrestlePalooza, right up your alley, brother, up your keister. Oh, Santi, you didn't know? You think you're gonna go to All Out in Toronto? That's right, I hit that other T, Toronto. You think you're gonna go there, brother?
I mean, if the card is bad for WrestlePalooza, which I bet you it won't, because I think it's gonna have John Cena and Brock Lesnar. If the card is not good, I'm still gonna go to All Out. But if the card is good, I can't, in good conscience, go to All Out because this is my job.
Santi, what happened in the last PLE you missed? Do you remember what happened?
What was the last PLE I missed? Hang on, let me think. I didn't miss anything this year.
It was a major moment in that you had to. Oh, you missed the Saturday Night Main Event. That was a big one that you missed.
Oh, that's right. I went to go see Savio Vega.
you missed the debut of Bronson
Reed,
right? Bronson Reed, and that's what you missed.
That's right.
That was a big moment.
And the return of Cody.
Yeah.
In that main event, and the John Cena angle in the main event between Logan Paul and Jey Uso.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
I did. Not this time though. I will not.
WrestlePalooza.
That's a weird name. I don't like that. I don't like paloozas.
That's an ECW. What do you like, Palooza?
I'm gonna be Dr. Octopus and
Dr.
WrestlePalooza.
Number 5, sir. What would be number 5 on your list here? Any love for Cody?
Well, he didn't show up. He wasn't there at all this week. How about?
You want to give in?
Could I entice you in a not like
Nikki
low
Bella?
10? No.
Becky Lynch?
No, I didn't like the stuff that she did with Natalya this week. Can I entice you in Wyatt 6? Appearing in the background of things, being menacing, being an overlooming presence.
I could put it at 8.
It's
or I could put it at 6.
Starting to haunt MFT and Solo Sikoa as Tala Tonga's like, what the fuck is that back there?
Can I put it at 6? Why at 6 at 6?
Sure, you can put it at 6.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Any love for Mello? I'd love to put Mello in this list.
Yeah, let's throw Mello. Let's throw Mello in here.
Mello at 8? Because there's no hate for Mello here.
What about, don't we need a 5?
Yeah, but I don't think Mello's a 5.
Okay, well, who is a 5 then?
You don't like going out of order? I like going out of order here because, I'm trying to look around. I'm looking. Sami Zayn?
Oh, God, no.
According to my IG, bro.
No.
Popping off. Popping bottles. You know what I'm saying?
I be popping bottles.
And, okay, we had Naomi. We talk about Dom. We could do Mr. Iguana. Anyone from Triple Mania? Microman? Omos?
Yeah, I would put Omos in. I mean, like, Microman is. Can we use that? I mean, that's WWE, not. But we don't do NXT. I don't know. What do you think? I'll divert to you. What do you think?
Omos at number 9.
Okay, fine.
Omos Microman.
Sounds good.
They did show it on the main roster. The highlights.
That's true.
There you go. Number 10 or number 5. We're still at number 5.
What about Bailey? I forgot you hate Bailey.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hate.
Hey, Bailey. Ooh.
All right, gave it to me at number 5. Love that.
I did. Number 7 is up for grabs here.
How about Kiana James?
Oh,
we talked. We brought her up a bunch of times in this podcast.
We did. I would put Kiana James at. I can't spell Kiana James. How do you spell Kiana? Kiana James.
Yep.
At number 10.
Yeah.
I like it at number 10. Okay. Kiana James. Maybe Io? Raquel?
I like Io. I like Raquel. I even like Jey Uso this week.
You like the Jey Uso with New Jack?
Yeah.
New Jack
I like
vibes?
that. I like that.
I put Jay at 7. How about that?
Okay.
I like Jay. So okay. The Yeet Man, and then he's surrounded by kids, and he realized he uncorked the Pandora's box.
Yeah.
I want to yeet.
Yeah.
Say yeet. Let me say yeet. Yeet.
Dude, would have been viral moment of the year if one of those kids goes, fuck.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Dude, that would have been so funny. You know, there's some shithead little kid that would have done that too.
My favorite moment was Sonichcho when he did that. He goes, oh.
That was so good.
All right, number 8. So no love for CM Punk. Let me just keep looking here. I'm just looking at my Instagram just to see what faces pop up. No, any love for Io, Kabuki Warriors?
I have love for Io right now, yeah. And Kabuki Warriors. I think it's really interesting what they're doing.
Okay. All right. I am down to do that then. We could do that.
We down into clowning?
Any Grande Americano maybe? No, that's all Triple Mania, but still Grande Americano. He didn't have a great match, that Fatal 4-Way.
He had like I love that springboard neck breaker that he does. It's such a sick move, but yeah, I mean, he's not Chad Gable.
Any love for Rusev and Sheamus?
Allegedly. Oh, they got on the card, dude. I think we should give him love.
Okay, put him at 8.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like when Rusev just walked in, Sheamus! In a Donnybrook match, dude. Is there an A in Sheamus?
It's yeah. SHEAMUS. Shamus.
All right, here we go. There's your list for y'all. The new heat order. Number 10, Kiana James. Number 9, Omos and Microman. Number 8, Rusev and Sheamus. Number 7, Jey Uso. Number 6, White 6. Number 5, Bailey. Number 4, and LA Knight. Number 3, Roman Reigns. Number 2, Dominic Mysterio. Number 1, Naomi. Dude, this list feels right.
It does. Sometimes I feel like we nailed it. Sometimes we nailed it.
Yeah, we nailed that list, dude. We nailed that list. All right, Pumpkin Man, take over.
What do you mean, Pumpkin Man? What are you talking about? I'm perfect. I'm perfectly good.
I'm gonna misuse AI here.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna turn me into a pumpkin?
I am.
You know, Patreon's being really slow, but folks, this has been the Wrestling is Cool podcast.
Generate a image of creator Santi's app of pro wrestling fame into a soggy, sad, rotting pumpkin.
All right. Let me know if it comes up with anything. Folks, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Wrestling is Cool podcast.
Sorry, I can't help generate an image that Boxer disparages a real person.
That's what I thought.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up. AI.
Good.
Little.
Good. Shout out to our $15 patrons. They are our producers of the show,
Okay,
and thus
maybe if I just
also
put
get
a
their
pumpkin.
names read out here on the show. So shout out goes to Jelly Roll and Amp, RVD, our Santi's
Just
favorite
make
wrestlers. Can you
him
get a shorter
a-
name? Jesus Christ. First Patreon, Crazy Dude says Jelly Roll, Ace1151,
Oh, it's
Aiden
generating an
S.
image. I
Oh,
said,
God.
okay, just make him a pumpkin.
Ibrahim Zuda, Alex Regal, Alex Waddle, Alfie the Chosen One, American Nightmare, Cody Lander, Antonio Arjona, Antony, Ariel Pacheco, Arrogance, Ashley, Ozzy Kingslayer, Austin Hoagland, Authentic Chocolate, Aokar, Bailey Saunders,
Hey,
Beans Pluto, B Hostile, Bing Bong Wepa, Black Lesnar, Blendamane, Blue Cord, Bluefish, Bobby, Braden Primo, Brady Keaton, Brody Cyphers, Caleb Parker, Cameron Warren, Cameron Talks WWE, Carlos Gonzalez, CB, Chef Tyrone, Chimchar Collectibles, Chris Butner Lucas, Chris Estes, Christian Anderson, Clay, Colby Mayo, Cookies for Sale, Cool Whip Tim, Corey King, Dalton Dunbar,
Black Ops 7
David.
revealed today. Thoughts?
What review?
Mr. Cod. Black Ops 7 revealed today.
I haven't seen it yet.
Mr. Cod. Thoughts?
Yeah,
Just in general.
I mean,
you gonna play it?
Yeah, I always play it.
Just when you come back, there's voices in the air.
Every time, bro. I turn into Bailey with the voices in my head telling me to get caught again and play for a week and then not play it again.
Happens every time.
Every time. David Bansel, David Nelson, Derek Barnhart, Diego Villeda, Digi316, D Lopez. Do it now, go Juan. Don't forget the hyphen between Spider and Man.
Okay. That always annoys me. That always annoys me that you do that.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, Dumsky, Sean, Eggtos, El Jano Americina, Eric Crosby, Eric Rees Romero, Aaron Thorne, Ethan Domingue, Isach, but wait, Dejmo, I'm out of names. Fishing with Papa J, Five Knuckle RKO, Fletcher Walpole, FMFCMA, Freezer, Fugnugs, Gabriel Mesa. I'm about to sneeze. That's not the guy. I'm actually about to sneeze.
Allergic to work.
Gamerscape, Garrett Coons, Garrett Woods, Giovanni Gonzalez, Gerbert, Gilbert Deans, Governor, GXA Man, Hartfeld, Heath Robertson, Hey Mom, You're the Best, Kenny, Hey Shakes, Hoodie Cam, I'm Rick James, bitch. I, Santi Zap, am a cult leader. I am Ian McNugget, I'm Braun Strowman, Imposter Sancho, it's Mista, it's Astro Kid, Ivan Martinez, Jack Gibley, Jack Harris, Jackson Parrish, Jacob Fatu, Jacob Mueller, Jacob Pena, Jacob Saffel, Jake Shavoya, Jake the Stank Cootberts, Jarrett J, Jason De Dios, Jason Vane, Javier Rodriguez, Jay Henry, Jalen Steele, Javion McDuffie, JC Worley, Jelly Goose Lesnar Roll, Jelly Roll, Jeremiah Finley, Jay Franco, Jahihi Ahihi, Joe Velez, Joey Romig, Johnny Moore, Johnny Owens, Jordan Lynch, Josby, Juicy J, Juliana Sarfi, Justin Brooks, Justin Perkins, Caleb Martin, Kevin Bega, Kenyon P, Kuwaiti Rick Buggs, Kyrie Lawrence, Leonardo Horson, Liam, Life of Brian, Lil Shifu, Literally Bro, I'm Sancho from 2006, Logan Mull, Look, it's Pac-Man, Wepa. That's fucking dumb. That's so stupid.
Oh, I get it.
You get it?
Yeah. Wow.
Wepa. Bing, bong, wepa, bong, bong, bong. Logan, Luis Jimenez, Majed, Mark, Marnie, YCSM, Matthew Dollar, Matthew Oberg, Matthew Watkins, Mossy, Mayhem Matthew, Mackay, Meredith Lee, Michael Hobbs, Michael Purnell, Michael Paz, Michael Vera, Miguel Paredes, Mitchell X, Muhammad Albanai, Nathan Tully, Nicholas Kyle, Nighthawk, Nina Uray, NyQuil Pad, Noah Booth, Obi Nobi, Oil Up Now Santi, Oliver Hammonds, Pat R, Pat McMark, Pentalao, Prince Vegeta, Proceed with Caution, Puppet Spanker Johnson, Reacher, Reaper God, Reyes, Carrera, Ricardo Ricardo Ramirez, Rick Marr, 1R, Ricky Dutcher, Robert Rogers, Royce Ruffo, Ruben Sanchez, Ryan Spardley, Riley, Sadie Brink, Salguero, Sam Brown, Sam Duke. Sancho doesn't get a safe space. Sancho's #1 fan. Santi is Mr. Iguana. Santi lives in Canada. Ha ha ha. Santiizer always cleans Sancho's bad ideas. Santi should talk AEW. Santi's tribal chief, Gibby. Sauce, Savage Field, Say My Name, The Stobsel, you goddamn right. Semba, Seymour Butts, got me good. Shaggy WWE, Shane, Shitstein Nakamura, Sipgot, Sir Alberton, Slime Manny, Slowtoke Rodriguez, Stephanie Del Rey, Stephanie Vacquet, Lookalike Contest in My Bedroom, Stephen Corby, Stu Bediso, Stop Hating on Clash of Clans, Santi, Super Malachi Galaxy, Suplex City, Tamon Bryant, the 17-time undisputed dumbass, Sir Nightmare, the Pickled Jar in Santi's Butt, Vanilla Joe Rilla, The Vision, the LA Knight Mega Glazer, Jacob Kufis, the Final Boss Bloodline Rules, Theo Perdios, the Wepa Warrior Bing Bong, Timmy C, Toasty, Tobias Burnett, Tom Lehman, Tom Sorati, Trent Head, Trevor Harder, Two Slapped Cupid, Tyler Logan, Tyrone Says, Blah Blah, repost the old COD vids, Vegan Penguin, Venom, Very Fucking Confused, Void Z, Juan Pablo III, White Mexican, William Newton, Zax Mira, Deadshot, Yo Girls Account, You Stupid, My Heat, My Hat, Zach Griffin, Zane, Zay2K, Say 2K needs Santi to oil up, Zeke Love, Zergzito, and Lord BBNJ. Thank you guys for supporting us at the $15 tier. We really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of the Wrestling is Cool podcast. You guys take care. As always, be wonderful people. Goodbye.